Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Games Done Quick Hot Fix. My name is Adef, and this is Challenger Approaching, the show where we highlight challenge runners and the runs they perform. Tonight, we have Adam X showing off Star Fox 64 3,000 point challenge. But we'll get into what all that means in just a moment. Some announcements first, quick announcements. Unapologetically Black and Fast is coming up this weekend. In this new recurring Hotfix Marathon, Black runners are front and center in a celebration of Black joy. This first iteration is running this weekend. That's tomorrow and Sunday, February 12th and 13th, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern each day. Schedule is out now. You can find it at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. And if you're watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. But with that, Adam, hello. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Hello, gamer.
Hello, gamer.
I'm doing good. How are you
He
doing?
even knows the lingo. So yes, we had Adam on as a commentator about a year ago, I think.
It was about June last year, yeah.
Yeah, so a little under a year ago, Kelsey was on running Star Fox 64 High Score Challenge, and Adam was commentating. And then Adam reached out to me a couple months ago and was like, I want to do it. And I was like, I'm sure. So we have Adam. Adam, can you tell us a little bit about this challenge?
So for those who were here for that run, that was a 2,000 point challenge, what Kelsey did. My idea was, you know what? I'm capable of doing this number consistently, so let's give it a shot. So I am doing a 3,000 point run. A 3,000 has never been done at a live event before. The highest I have been able to get is about a 2950 something, I think. 2952, I think is the number I've had the highest. So a 3,000 has ever been done before, ever in a live event. And I hope today will change that forever. So, but yeah, Ada, thanks again for having me on. This is good.
Yeah.
This is going to be just as fun as last time. Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. And Adam, could you tell us a little bit about your, when did you start running Star Fox?
Yeah, so I did it casually started picking up casually as sort of a thing to do before I started grad school in August of 2018, just as a little something to do. I'm bored before classes started, whatnot.
Right.
And I randomly decided to go on Twitch one day, and I ran across someone who was also in the score running community, and I started picking up the game again and learned some strats. Kept going along, and I officially started doing it or recording all my runs in January of 2019, which okay. I know seems like forever ago, but
yes.
So it's about 3 years now that I've been doing this. I have come from all the way from 1,878 points, I think was the first ever run I posted in this Hit 64 Discord, and now I have the world record at 3,085 points. So
awesome.
Long way. Come a
long way. Awesome. Well, Adam, let's not talk about it anymore. Let's see it. It. So, I'll let you introduce your couch here, as it were, and get the show on the road.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So, hi, gamers. Hello. Welcome. Again, I'm Adam. I have with me today two fantastic people who have been with me throughout the whole entire score running journey. I have Lilat R, who's also a speedrunner and score runner. And I also have Safety Man, who is also a score runner with me, as well as both are in the score running community together. So if you guys want to go ahead and talk, just go ahead and quickly introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lilat R. I ran this game at SGDQ 2019. I am mostly here to dunk on Adam.
Yes, he will, just for the record.
Hi, I'm Safety Man. I also score on this game. I'm here to keep Adam from going insane and maybe push him to the brink of insanity a few times.
Oh, please. Oh, gosh. Okay.
This is good. This is basically like a sort of run-of-the-mill Challenger approaching.
Yeah,
helpful commentators.
That sounds about right. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the map. I think we all know the lore of Star Fox 64. We're basically trying to kill Andros after he killed our dad, even though Peppy is slightly sus after coming back with his ship severely damaged. Forget I said that last part. So, yeah. You guys ready?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give the countdown whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. So it'll be when I gain control, and then Lilat Safety, if you guys want to just go ahead and take over from there, because I'm gonna need a lot of time, a lot of room to focus here. So this is a pretty intense exercise of like focus and intensity. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Start the timer. I completely whipped out.
It's all good. All right, Safety, this is all you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna reset already because that was not good.
All right.
Yeah, so this is something worth mentioning really quick. You know, typically on Challenger Approaching, you know, we don't see a ton of resets, but it is accounted for. I know this is not PB Precipice, my show where people are encouraged to reset. But on Challenger Approaching, we totally are cool with resets, especially early in challenges, since, you know, we're going for a challenge.
There, that's better. All right, perfect. There we go. Okay, it's one off, but I'll take it. So,
All right, Safety, this is all you.
I was waiting for him. I didn't want to interrupt.
go
Adam
ahead.
here.
Just go ahead. Just go.
So basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get 3,000 points in the best way possible. The route we're taking is Corneria, Sector Y, Aquas, Zonus, Macbeth, but instead of going to Area 6, we'll be going through Bolus and then Venom 1. So what Adam is trying to do is get a certain number of points on each level so that to maximize his chances of getting the 3,000 at the end. In terms of game mechanics, he's using the charge shot mechanic. So the instruction manual will tell you that if you hold A, you'll lock on and charge this little green bomb. Every time that bomb splashes something indirectly, you'll gain a hit bonus. What the instruction manual doesn't tell you is that if you hold Z and R at the same time, it'll prevent the lock-on feature, which allows us to place the charge shots when and wherever we want them. Another thing about the charge shot mechanic is that there's a limit of one active charge shot on the screen at any time. So once the charge shot explodes, then we can fire another one. In Corneria, what Adam is doing right now is he's trying to indirectly hit every enemy so that he'll get the hit bonus. So for the most part in the game, every enemy is basically worth 2 points. But there are some objects that are still flagged as enemies, which we can continuously charge and shoot to get extra points.
Thanks, boss. I thought they had me.
I'm always so fascinated by like obviously for high score runs especially, but for a lot of the challenge runs we have on this show, there's just like such a necessity for breadth of knowledge and depth of knowledge. And so it's sick to have people on commentary as well who are just like super knowledgeable.
Yeah, for this game, it is kind of insane how much stuff you just have to memorize. Like for this, it's only 7 stages, which doesn't sound so bad, but you have to memorize both every enemy's position, trajectory, and when they're actually going to move in which direction, which is like, it's a lot. It takes definitely like weeks to learn and memorize fully. And there's a very, very high skill ceiling to this as well. Because it kind of looks like, oh, you just do the same thing over and over again. It really can't be understated how difficult this actually is. Like,
yeah, and with that said, I don't want to make it sound like too intimidating, because you'll play this game and you'll start to experience strategies, and you'll definitely experience that growth curve. See, Adam started off at 1,800. And now he's over 3,000, and actually the current world record holder of the score run.
Okay, so I just took a death there, and the reason why is because those 3 enemies I just bombed will actually respawn, even though I killed them before grabbing the checkpoint. So essentially, I can get 3 free points just out for free out of nowhere, and be able to use that to my advantage, which we will see in a later, actually right in Sector Y, which is the next stage coming up.
you get like 20 in that level for doing that or something?
Yeah, it's like an extra.
I guess I should be thankful.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A little sus, but all right. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I feel like
Someone
I
has
just need to do
been
a couple.
playing too much Among Us. This is like the second time you've used sus.
I have actually not played Among Us in months. Fun
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of people are in that boat. Anyways, yeah, he can shoot those pillars that those giant mech guys drop to get a hit +1. It's a lot easier to shoot those just because it's like a larger area that you have instead of just this tiny little base right in front. So he's going to be going to the quote-unquote secret path here. In order to do that, you have to save Falco and fly through those, was it 7 rings? I can't even remember.
It's 7.
Yeah, it's 7.
And then he'll force you to go under this waterfall. Not only do you get extra points by doing this, but it also takes you to a level where you will get fewer points than the alternate path, which is counterintuitive, but the level after that is the one that really makes the difference. So, yeah. And then this boss coming up is pretty trivial, so Adam, don't die.
It's like you're teasing the fact that I've died in a live event before to an easy boss.
Yep.
Which I totally have done, by the way. Okay, that was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, so I'm actually going to take this.
Are you sure, Adam?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Adam's got this little score tracker off in the corner there. That's basically going to be saying, okay, this is how many points I have at this section of the run. Adam, do you have a score value that you're going for as like a goal in Corneria?
About 330 to 335 was where I was trying to go for, just to be comfortable.
Yeah, so this boss will give you 11 points. Most bosses in the game do give you 11 points, so he's going to end up with 338. World record pace? This is higher than you wanted, right?
Sure. Totally world record pace.
I'm going to be disappointed if you don't get world record.
Well, then we have to reset then. I really don't want to do that again.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yeah. So actually, fun fact, so in my world record run, I did get a 346 in this level. So we're about 8 off that pace technically, but Corneria has a much lower number of points to get in terms of like the pool of possible points. So I'm normally happy with at least a 330 to a 335. So if it's at least a 335, I take it no question. But if it's a little lower, I'm like, I could maybe do a little bit better. Let me see if I can do it again. But I think for this case, just to help me get over nerves a little bit, we're gonna just go ahead and say that.
Yeah, during Adam's practice streams, he actually has splits that show him the recommended path to 3,000 points, though. I say he's turned it off because you don't want to see those numbers. None of that matters.
Yeah. All right.
Adam,
all right.
Don't take it. I'm just telling you right now.
Right. Yeah, okay. So what Safety's telling me there is not to reset, but instead to go through. We're going to do one attempt of this level first, no reset, so I can get some extra lives. Because having a couple extra lives going into this level will help a little bit, because this is a very technical level, as you will see.
Yeah, so the reason Adam's doing that, because a lot of the shots in this level are based on using the charge shot mechanic. One of the mechanics about the charge shot is that it explodes after a certain distance. So a lot of shots Adam will be taking, you have to be very aware of when the enemies will spawn and what positions they'll be in. So these shots may look fairly easy, but they're actually, they probably have less than a half a second of leeway, especially these 9 sets of missiles here. But
which I got 8.
Yeah. What Adam's doing is that because the second half can be technical, there's essentially going to be probably a large number of resets. So every time you reset, it costs you a life. So Adam's strategy here is just to build up a life bank so he can reset comfortably.
Oh, I don't want any lives. Lives, bombs. I was like, why can't I fire a bomb? Or head?
It's a big oof.
It's all right.
It's all right because we're not going for the.
Exactly.
This is not the actual run. Though I'll tell you, 145 at this point is probably higher than I can do. At least on average.
That's probably higher than I could do on the whole level.
Yeah, so in order to complete or accomplish this level, you need 100 points.
Yeah,
that gets you to Aquas. And we're only like maybe 30% in, he's already almost doubled it.
Yo, don't dunk on the 100 points though. Like casually, that's actually
no, it's
really,
actually really hard.
like it's actually really difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Like Adam is making this look super easy. If you've never played this game, I highly recommend you try it. It's on the Switch Virtual Console if you have that service. And it is quite a difficult game.
Yes, on the Switch, I will say this is a much more challenging game because of the control scheme.
That and the lack of lag. The lag actually usually helps you in this game.
Yes. So,
but not
unlike
always.
so unlike the other route that is commonly taken, we do not go through Katina, and lag is not your best friend. Meanwhile, we have this level. I don't know why I had a somersault there for a second, but that's okay.
I'm just here to make sure we dunk on Nintendo's Joy-Con drift.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's. Wow. Anyway. So again, here, I will not even be taking this path in the actual run, but I am just doing this to gather some extra lives because having extra lives will be very useful later on down the road, especially later in the run.
What Adam's saying is he's doing it for fun. It's all for
And
fun.
that too. This is all for fun, chat. Let's remember that.
So if you see those, your allies form a triangle. If you complete that triangle, you'll get an extra life. And he already got an extra life by getting 6 gold rings. For those that don't know, the first time you get 3 gold rings, it extends your health, and the second time you get 3 gold rings, it gives you a 1-up. If you get 3 gold rings again, the 9th ring actually does nothing, except restore the health it would have restored. Just for those that didn't know.
So there's a question in chat. Is 3,000 points like getting every enemy in the hard route? It's not, but it's pretty close. If you didn't do any exploits, I actually don't think you'd be able to get 3,000 points by killing every enemy.
No.
There's exploits in the first and third levels that without killing enemies, you get a bunch of extra points. Especially the third level, you get like 100 and some odd.
I'm here. Here we go.
Hey, you didn't die!
I didn't. Well, I'm gonna redo it, but yeah. Yeah. Fun fact: I forget which marathon it was, but I just randomly died. The boss the mech, what is it? The super mega mech? Not mega mech. The super mech. I forget what the name is.
The Gundam.
Shogun
Gundam.
Warrior.
Oh my god. Thank you. Yes, that one. Just decided to just shoot me down and make me have to retry it again.
Shoot me down if you can.
And it was actually a good pace run. I remember that too. So now we started at this level with only, I think, what, 4 lives, and now we're already up to 9. Yeah, so a nice net gain there to give me a little bit of a cushion there. So we are going to try this again, but a score here I'm looking for probably around 440.
Adam, press start.
Thank you, because my thumb's on the start button. Yes, you're gonna hear them give me little reminders because I can't go back once I go forward. So that would not be good in terms of doing this. That would not be good at all. So
Sorry, Adam, you can always hit the reset button.
yeah, that's very true. We can always just
The ejection seat.
yeah, that too.
Let's back up the squadron.
I'm pretty sure that would be the first time something like that has happened on the show, but there's always a first for everything.
We've had, as you can imagine, all manner of things happen across different games and categories, both on this and on the other Hotfix shows. Yeah, the good thing about Hotfix, right, and especially for a thing like this, is that we can show off sort of, resets and real attempts, whereas, in a mainline marathon, that would be more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, the road to 3,000 points is a very bumpy one.
Yes, it is a very intense process for those who don't know. This actually looks pretty good. Yep, okay.
Yeah, 110 is pretty good.
Yep.
So there's 6 missiles on the left and right. Those shots are actually mostly blind shots. They're almost purely timed based on muscle memory. Adam got them all. 150 is the medal. He already has it.
Oh, one thing. Did you explain the difference between expert and normal mode?
No, we have not yet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so
Good
expert
call.
mode, you take, there's a few main differences. Number one is you have like a fair number of extra enemies. I think most of them appear in Corneria, and I think there's a couple in Medio. Is that?
I forget.
Yeah, I
but-
don't remember if there are any other stages that have extras. So you do get more points overall by getting it. It's, I think, around 20 in Corneria, 20 to 30. I can't remember. But anyways, the other differences are you saw when Adam completely beefed it through that like ship to get to the bottom side, he lost his wing.
Yeah.
That's a thing. If you run into any physical object, as well as a couple of random types of lasers in Medio, you end up losing your wings, which means that you fly crooked and you lose your lasers. It makes it very difficult to do score if you lose your wings, unless you've practiced explicitly by doing that. And
Yeah.
I think sector-wise, the only section of the run where you like would actually normally have no wings. The other difference is the double damage, and the enemy's lasers travel twice as fast on the screen. So it's harder to dodge, and like you take double damage. So expert mode in this game is notoriously difficult. I speedran this game for like almost 5 years, and I still have difficulty with the last level of this run, Venom 1. And not dying, because it is just like, it is kind of insane how difficult that level is. 32 to 34 points in expert Corneria. Thank you.
Well, I believe Adam is going to retry.
Yeah.
Are you trying from checkpoint, or are you trying the whole level?
I'm just gonna do the whole level again.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Adam wants a roughly 220 to 230 checkpoint to get the 440 gold that he wants.
Yeah.
Homie, you needed 12 more points for an extra level. Why?
I know. This is why you're here, so to roast me the whole time.
Yep.
And make me laugh a little bit.
So, Adam ran this game at, was it ESA that you did this?
Yes, yeah, last summer.
Yeah, and died to
No, I didn't die there. I didn't die there.
There was one that you died to the Sector Y boss.
Yeah,
like this guy right here.
It wasn't this guy. It wasn't ESA. It was one of the most recent ones that I did.
Now, granted, this is like the second easiest boss in the run, so
Oh wow!
it's really, really difficult to die here. So Adam actually did something legitimately impressive. So I got to give that one to him.
Okay, that's okay. I'll give you that one. I'll give you
Yeah.
that one. That works for me.
Actually, the submarine's probably second easiest. This is probably third.
Report in.
Actually, no. We'll talk about that another time. For the clam.
Your skills have improved.
We'll do it then.
The final boss is your mental fortitude while you're playing
I
this.
guess you're good for
Yes.
something.
Exactly.
How long's the old world record? Isn't it like a 26-hour VOD or something like that?
It was a 32-hour VOD.
Oh my god.
That someone cut down to the good attempts, which was about a little over an hour and some.
Yeah. That's by Kaio Nintendo 2,
Yep,
Two.
the man, the myth, the legend.
the second one.
Okay, fair. Even though he has
Press
the world
start,
record
Adam,
in
press
every
start.
No,
other
I meant
category.
like there was the first Kaio Nintendo, and
Oh, that's right.
the Kaio Nintendo 2 is
Oh, yeah.
the man, the myth, the legend.
That's right. You're right. Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's see if we can actually get a good attempt going.
You got this.
All right, we got 11 lives, so this is actually a really good position for me.
Back up the squadron.
How typical is it in an attempt of this? Obviously, it's quite great in the context of score runs. In most retro score runs, you kind of just you don't really get the opportunity to replay checkpoints, let alone levels. So I'm curious how often is it that in like a world record you retry a level 3, 4, or 5 times?
Ironically, it's very often.
3, 4, 5 sounds more like 9, 10 on average.
Yeah.
Sometimes keep going. There's a reason the world record is a 32-hour VOD. Of course, was that before the Bulls exploit?
The 32-hour was the Bulls.
Oh, okay.
Something's wrong. I don't see anything.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later in the run, but there is a stage that
You get one try on.
yeah, you get one try regardless.
It sucks.
Yep.
Surprise attack coming from above.
I knew that was
What
coming.
route has the most kills? So the route that we're going to be taking, for those familiar with the game, is the first 2 stages we've done now, and then Aquas, Zonus, Macbeth, Bulls, and Venom 1.
Which are also just the same 7 levels that are displayed on the score tracker.
Let's back up the squadron.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Adam. You're asking people to read the screen.
Like, literally, I didn't read the screen and realize that it was on there, okay? Katina and Solar are not particularly great levels for score running. I mean,
Yes.
technically Solar is, because there's an exploit where you can get 999 points over the course of like several hours. But that is actually banned in this.
Yes.
There's a couple stages where you can just spam charge shots on the ground for infinity time, and time equals points. And they're basically like super free points. You don't really have to do anything difficult. Those are all banned. So I believe it's an exploit in Solar and an exploit in Pulse. There's one in Venom 2, which is
Yes.
going to Venom from the hard route. That's been like in contention for a while. It's currently allowed, but the debate has been had. I don't know how many times. It gets brought up about every 6 months or so. So
Yeah.
by mentioning it, I probably brought it up again.
Don't let any of them through.
As you can see, yeah. So as you can see, we have gone through a few times now already. I'm just getting gold rings to help me get gold rings to get an extra life whenever we do that get that good attempt.
Back up the squadron.
So that last time Adam restarted, the reason he restarted is because there's a mech that flies downwards, and he wants to make sure he kills that mech because it spawns another mech that, when it dies, spawns a bomb, which he'll be using later.
Any of them through.
Because generally, if he doesn't get that mech, it's often a restart.
Something's wrong. I
This will
don't
be
see
fun.
anything.
So you're going to be a bit off position here. So there is an audio cue that we use to time those missiles. It's 2 little explosions, then it's one right after the other.
Surprise attack coming from
Or if you're me, you go for one of those explosions. Yeah, I really don't like when it does that, but it does that sometimes.
All right, Adaf, here's your quiz. How many missiles are on either side of the ship here that Adam is currently trying to
Oh my gosh.
attack?
There's 3 on both sides, 3 on each side individually.
Good try.
Thanks.
It is 6.
So technically, I'm not. If you multiply it by 2,
You were close, because if you add them
Multiply by
together,
2.
that's right.
Multiply
yeah,
it by 2.
I was in the right order of magnitude. That much I
Yes.
can tell you.
That's
Yes.
why I said good try.
Thank you.
Somebody's gonna pay
It was a
for
100% error margin, though.
Yes.
Hey, depending on what you're taking in uni, that might get rounded up to a B+.
Wow, generous.
Yeah, I got, what was it? It's like 28% on a final exam one time, and I got a B+ in the course. So,
Wow.
yeah, if that can happen, you know, Adam can get 3,000 points for sure.
Okay, Lilac.
Definitely relates.
I once, I was taking a prob stats class in college, and I was so confident because I already knew how to do most of the stuff on the syllabus. So I just don't do what I do. I didn't go to class. And then my friend and I showed up to the first test, and we took it. We thought it was fine. We didn't do great, but like we thought it was okay. And then when he was handing the tests back out to us, the following lecture. he handed me my test, and I couldn't help myself. I audibly laughed when he handed it to me because the score was so laughably bad.
No.
It was beyond the point where I'd be disappointed. I was like legitimately impressed with how poorly I did. And so I laughed, and I think he was pretty weirded out by that. But then my friend was like, I was like, yeah, there's no way you can get any lower than this. And then my friend got his back, and it was exactly 1 point lower.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
really funny.
We were
That's really
dying.
funny.
I think I got, oh boy, I think it was 33 out of 100, and my friend got 32.
Wow, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I worked very hard to not get a C in that class after that point.
Yeah.
Alright, so lesson of the day, kids. Go to class.
Yeah, even if you feel like you got it, you should go to class.
As you can see, we are starting to run a little low on live, so I might just go ahead and just go through another attempt at this to get some more, but it happens.
Back up the squadron.
Yeah, on a typical, like, if you're going for a high score, it's not unusual to spend 20 to 30 minutes on one level, sometimes even longer. Because at some point, you're going to get a high enough score where you can't afford to miss much. I love how when you said, I'm probably going to run through, this is like your best performance so far. You're getting everything.
Jinx it.
That was the point.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That was actually a perfect start.
53?
Is that good? I don't run this route.
Yes, that's really good.
Okay.
Hold them. They're trying to get through.
115?
13.
The Kaio strat.
I messed that up, that's okay. Monka,
You're doing good. I'm proud of you, son.
thanks. There we go. Okay, that's better.
Yay.
Keep up the pace.
I love how I say I'm just gonna take lives, and I just miraculously do something with this one.
Okay, the muscle memory's finally sinking in.
I think so.
So he does a half break and a somersault there to set him just far enough so that the explosion kills him max distance. This looks like a caper.
Yeah, maybe? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not gonna put my money in my mouth yet, but...
He shoves money in the mouth.
I've got everything
That's
above.
dirty.
Okay.
So-
that
so-
too?
So while Adam dies, I want to mention something here. So someone in the chat mentioned Pokemon Snap, and I just want to state that this game and Pokemon Snap are the same game. They're exactly the same in every single way.
Yeah?
I will not explain why. They just are.
Tracy's father was tragically killed by Andross,
Yeah.
and he has to go on a mission taking pictures to avenge his father.
Yeah. Eventually, he'll take a picture of Andross, and yeah,
Wait, is that
that'll be the
seriously
end of
the
it.
lore?
No.
Okay.
Yes, it definitely is.
No,
No,
I believe Tracy is a research assistant.
No, because I never played the original Pokemon Snap, so I actually don't know.
Researching how to destroy Andross once and for all, because he keeps coming back.
Adam, Tracy, I think it's Tracy. I think he plays Tracy.
I think it's Bill. I think he plays Snap. Tracy's the guy
Tracy's
from
the guy in
Orange
the
Islands.
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy's the
in
guy
my
in the
mind,
anime.
Tracy doesn't Tracy carry a camera in the anime?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Okay, so in my mind, that's the same person. We're just gonna say it's the same person.
All right, who's
So-
ready to see this half? There we go.
But
Someone says his
regardless,
name
yeah,
is Todd.
Todd, yes, Todd.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Todd works for Professor Oak, and you know, that's it really. Well, work is a strong word. I highly doubt he gets paid.
I'll take care of everything below.
So one thing I don't think we've seen is, first of all, this top route. Second is what Adam did as soon as he restarted. He threw a bomb and did a loop. And by doing that, there were a bunch of enemies that he killed right before the checkpoint. They still spawn, and you kind of do the same thing as Corneria, where you are destroying a bunch of enemies that you've already killed. So, if you're playing this normally and you die, you've saved a life. Adam, unfortunately, has not.
Yeah. Unless you're the intense competitive person like me, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, saved a life of the person that you had previously killed.
Yes.
Take him down with one shot.
And the top route does actually give you more points, and in a speedrun, it's faster. So the only reason you'd go bottom route is for... It's only one extra gold ring, I think.
Knock it off, Fox.
Are you going to take this checkpoint, Adam?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like, that was decent, and if this is the highest I'm going to be able to get, that's okay. But we got 400 this time. We got 430 something, which is decent.
Which is not enough.
Yeah, sadly that is not enough. Believe it or not,
On what
it is
world?
not enough. In a 3K run, it is not enough.
There is a certain point, though, where you're going to run out of time if you keep resetting. So keep that in mind.
I know. I
want to save some time for what is it, 45 minutes of Macbeth that you have to do
Oh, it's not 45 minutes, even though it
on a
feels like
single life.
Even
I don't
though
know.
it feels like 45 minutes, I'm not gonna lie.
I had time to go to the store and back last time.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You had enough time to go to the store, and Rack had enough time to take a shower. It's
Yes.
pretty long.
But luckily, that is the longest level, and that is only one take that I'm completing. So once we get past the third level, it's like better.
Better. With an
Or-
asterisk.
Can I please not hit the shield? Thank you. Thank you.
No. Well,
Hello?
now you can because you killed it.
Did I? Did I know? Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope I did because that was very annoying.
Now, rumor has it
Illusion.
that shield is
There.
just a reskinned Master Shield. Or Hylian Shield.
Yeah.
Stole it from Link.
Is 3K optional, Adam?
The goal is to get 3K, so I would like to get 3K.
There you go.
We're heading for Auckland.
One thing I do want to shout out to is the score running community for this is actually decently active. Right now, there's a few top players that are playing quite regularly. And if you're interested in joining the community, you can go to hit64.net, not .com, .net.
Like I made that
.net.
mistake before.
64 is the numbers, not spelled out.
Yeah.
Yes.
HIT 64 period NET.
Don't
And
spell
there's a
out
link.
period either. It's not P-R-I-O-D, it's actually a dot. Don't spell dot either.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna fall into a trap now. I'm gonna stop.
You
No.
are.
Yeah, there's a Discord link there. There's a link to the score tracker. There's a link to the leaderboards where you can see Adam's name at #1 for the overall.
So fun fact, my world record actually like took 2.5 hours to do.
Let's back up the squadron.
So
Yeah,
it is obtainable. I was able to get it in one sitting.
Fun
Ironically, I
fact,
was
you got lucky.
there's no RNG in this.
rocks.
Yeah, the rocks and Macbeth made the difference.
There's minimal RNG in this.
There you go.
It's still
It's been a
RNG.
while, okay? Target score for Sector Y is 440.
Ish somewhere in there, yeah.
He got 433, but
Yes.
that wasn't enough. He's going for like top scores.
They're trying to get through.
There we go. Now we're talking. That sounded good.
Oh, the 6. He actually got all 6 missiles with a single charge shot, blind. Folded. Basically.
Oh, this game's impossible blindfolded. I'm 100% convinced.
I think one person actually got past Corneria.
That was me.
Okay.
And it was luck. It was 100%
The
luck.
enemy's coming from behind.
Yeah, these ships are surprisingly accurate. Annoyingly accurate, actually.
they are. Yes, they are surprisingly very annoyingly accurate on so many levels. There we go. Okay.
I think this checkpoint's worth it now.
Yes, this one is much better.
There's a question here in chat. Other than Macbeth, which is the worst stage in the run?
I'll let Adam answer.
There's a tie. This one or Bulls. Reason being is this level is very technical. There are a lot of different things you have to do, and I need to focus on just getting to the end right now and not taking damage. But this one or Bulls, because in Bulls, you literally get a try. No matter what. Like, one shot. And if you crash it, runs over. GG. So, that's gonna be the hard part for me here today.
Be quick, be careful.
Hey, you know how in Banjo-Kazooie, they say the run hasn't begun until Furnace Fun? That's pretty much the same for this game, except Bulls. And I looked at the dictionary, there's literally no words that rhyme with Bulls, so I can't come up with anything. If someone can do it, that'd be great.
There's probably a word, but I don't want to say it because, well, first of all, I don't know it, and second of all, saying words you don't know the meaning of is how you get in trouble.
Yes.
Doesn't pulse rhyme with pulse?
Pulse?
Right.
Yeah.
You can say it pulse, like pulse instead of ulse.
Oh, so you're saying if you pronounce it ball?
Oh God, where are we going?
I used to say ballsy.
I think pulse and bulse rhyme, no question. I don't
agree.
I don't even think it's a slant rhyme. Like that just rhymes.
That was very good.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so those enemies that chase Slippy, if you don't kill them in time, they often end up crashing into each other.
Yes, and it's very annoying when they do, because that's a lot of lost points. That's at least 10 lost points right there.
But you don't actually get credit for anything that dies unless you affect its death, either by shooting it or, I guess, forcing it to crash via shooting it.
Unless it gives a hit plus and it's on screen. So you'll see in the 4th level, there's a character that is out for blood for your points. And
Quite literally.
yeah, if they get them, you'll still get like the hit plus 2, but not the rest of everything. Yo, let's go. Yo,
That was pretty hot. That was spicy.
454.
That was pretty spicy.
Yeah, the boss gives 19 in this one. If you haven't noticed,
If Falco doesn't steal one of these
That's really
mechs.
good. Yes.
or if you don't die.
Or if I
That's
don't
also a possibility.
Let's not talk about that.
That was my last one.
Okay. All right, good. We got the they can't steal it now, so we're good. We're in the
Don't
clear.
party just yet, Adam.
Don't party. You're right.
It's potty. Don't potty just yet.
But I already know how to use the toilet.
Yikes. That's going to be a yikes from me.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, we'll give you that one. Okay, and then there we go. Woof! All right, that is very good. I honestly did not think I was going to get that high of total on that one, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Okay. All right, cool. So we are
We're heading for
I want to think. I'm looking here. We're a decent bit ahead right now in terms of where we are in terms of pacing right now. We're probably about 15 points ahead of pace where I want to be. So yeah, this is a good pace to have right now. So the next level is going to be a little bit more challenging because we're going to be in a different vehicle. So we're going to be in the Blue Marine, which is only appearing in Aquas because it's an underwater vehicle. So and that is the only underwater level in the game. And there's a nice little exploit that we utilized in Corneria that we're actually going to utilize once again in Aquas. So yeah, little tidbit there.
This might be a good time for a break if it's far enough in.
I was actually going to suggest
we can do that actually.
We can do a gamer break.
Absolutely. Okay, everybody, we will be back in just a few moments. Do not go anywhere. There is going to be more hotfix in just a moment. We're just going to take a wellness break here, so an opportunity for everybody to get up, stretch their legs, get some water, etc., etc. We'll have more Star Fox 64, and this run will continue in just a little bit here, so don't go away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is Adef, and this is Challenger Approaching. We have Adam playing Star Fox 64 with us, and we're joined by Safety Man and Lilat. But just a few quick announcements before we get back into things. Frost Fatales is February 27th to March 5th. Use !FF in chat, or go to gamesdonquick.com/framefatales for more info. Alongside our recurring shows, GDQ Hotfix also has multiple week-long events, and those are Frost and Flame Fatales, of course. And these women-led events are twice a year, supporting other raid charities. And again, !FF for more info on that. The event is coming up in just a few short weeks, so be sure to get excited for that. But Adam, whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Safety, Lilat, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Time for everyone's favorite level. Well, some people's favorite level. And by that, I mean being very sarcastic about that.
Crone's favorite level.
Yes, sir.
This is the worst level in the game.
Worse than Sector Z?
No comment. So you'll notice immediately we are using a different vehicle. This is the Blue Marine. So the main difference is you have charge shots, yes. Wait, do you? I actually don't know.
Torpedoes.
And you have torpedoes, which kind of take the place of your bombs. However, they do somewhat act like charge shots. You can have one on the screen at any given time, but you can have, like, as soon as it explodes, you can have another one, which kind of explains these massive hit plus ones, and he's able to shoot a lot very, very quickly. So the reason he can get those is because the seaweed that he's shooting actually has a bit of a hitbox, and he's able to shoot or get splash damage onto the clam nearby by just spamming those torpedoes really, really quickly. He can do it on a number of things, and you're gonna see him basically like splash damaging everything in this game, in this level. If you get if you just kill every enemy normally, you get like under 200 points, I think. It's actually really easy to kill every enemy. But being able to exceed that, you really, really have to do this exploit, and you have to do it incredibly well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a way to clip in through boundaries of some of the like little hill areas, and I missed that first one. Which is about 15 points lost right there, so that's why I had to reset there.
Yeah, because by doing that, you can basically shoot a charge shot, and it hits the hitbox inside of the little hill. That's that thing that he's like right next to you right now. Normally you'd only be able to shoot charge shots at the ground, and you'd only get maybe 2 or 3. And if I ever say charge shots, I mean torpedoes, by the way.
Yes. Really?
Versus like, you know, you're inside the hill, you can just absolutely spam it.
Yeah, and those fish, they can get in your way, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. It's mostly a bad thing.
Yeah.
Or like that.
I'm sending the data.
There are times where it does benefit you, though, and it is essentially RNG, whether the fish help you or hurt you. But unfortunately, just because of the fish, this game ripped off Call of Duty, as everyone knows.
Yes, because that is the truth and the whole truth. I don't think
Yeah,
the truth.
if there's little fish in a game that do nothing, it rips off Call of Duty. Yeah, these those enemies too that are throwing like the energy balls at you, those are they're really awkward to kill because you have to shoot a charge shot to open them up, and then you have to and then you get to spam against them.
That was a really good recovery, by the way.
That was, yeah.
Wow. Look at
This section with the columns here, you'll notice some don't have, like, they're just normal columns, and then some have, like the one that he's targeting, these sections where it narrows. And for those ones, you can shoot either the base or near the base, like that seaweed, and then get a bunch of extra points that way. Here he's going between two, so you can get, you know, a bunch of hit plus twos, a bunch of hit plus ones. And then some of these he wants to shoot normally just because he can't get everything. And then some of them he wants to do this strat with. So it's the first and third ones that he goes for here. I think you can get a couple on the fourth, but yeah, it's incredibly difficult. You have to be lined up like incredibly precisely. Like, it doesn't look super precise, but it is.
It is very precise. Let me just say that real quick for right now.
Yeah, and right here he's doing like a specific boost and break pattern, so that squid up there is going to be at its lowest position when he reaches it, so that he can get a bunch of charge shots off on that. I think you can get an extra 8, I want to say.
Yeah, and another thing to note is that it's really easy to die in this level. Adam is on the extended health bar, and
I am on the verge of death.
He's essentially dead. Are you going to take a death here to respawn that one?
I'm gonna get extra life, but yes.
Okay, yeah. So you'll get the 3 rings. So there's one of those, I guess, guys that hide on the bottom that he killed before the checkpoint. So by taking a death, he'll respawn it and get an extra point off it.
We've got lots
Yes.
of
Only one.
Only one this time, though, not the extras like before.
But
Well,
still,
hey.
if you're going for as high of a score as you can, like, that one matters. Like, it is not trivial in any capacity.
Like, you can get 2999, and then that one was the one that made you win. And then you'll be thanking it later in your sleep.
Quite literally, yes.
This section here, there's really not a lot you can do to get extra points. You'll get a few extra by shooting these jellyfish, which are invulnerable, by the way. I don't know why, but that always like taunted me as a kid. Why can't I hit this thing?
Why
doesn't
won't
it
you
give me
go
any
away? Please get
How-
out of my way.
Power of electricity.
Quite literally, yes.
So Adam is trying here, and he's doing pretty well, which is kind of worrying.
I got a bad feeling about this, Fox.
Why is that worrying, Safety?
I got a bad feeling about this, Adam. This section here, you have to go in a very specific pattern in order to get as many points as you can, and Adam got a hit plus 4 there, which is really good.
Did I even take a death?
Play it
Your
out.
call. Your call.
Let's
see what the
just
final score is.
Yeah, let's just see what the final thing here is before we go making any decisions.
I think your goal is 400.
I found the
Yeah, and
bioweapon.
that rock is basically the cheating rock. Yeah, you've got
400.
You've got 400 right on the
400.
dot. This boss gives 23. There's 3 barnacles on the top of this giant, big, fantastic clam that give 4 points each.
enemy shield
We're gonna take a death.
Okay.
What?
I can do better.
You said 400!
Well, I missed a lot there, and I know I can do better than 400. Hold on, just you'll see. I promise.
Always keep your promises if you want to keep your friends.
You almost beat my PB before the checkpoint.
No comment.
I think my PB is like 290 or something like that. Like,
Oh, what? Oh, I know why I missed it. That's okay.
Dump it. Dump it.
Keep shooting. We've got lots of torpedoes.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really good emotes for the community. Dump it is one of those, literally just the word dump it with the dump truck.
A dump truck.
But like,
Yes.
they're good emotes because you can actually like tell what they are. A lot of them are like really negative too.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Some of them are. We're very sarcastic with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But in a loving way. Sometimes it's hard to discriminate when we're being sarcastic and serious, but we generally have gotten to know that. But yeah. For those who are interested, and let me just do this before I
Play the
decide to
level.
keep running my mouth.
Yeah. Words.
I got a bad feeling about this, Fox.
Watch out, Fox!
This is not as good. Maybe I regret that decision a little bit.
If
got
you
10
like
lives.
weather too, Adam's stream, he talks about the weather a lot. Not in like a boring, like, oh, so it's really mild out today kind of deal, but like, you went.
What did I just do? Holy
I
crap!
have no idea. You
Don't-
thought about the weather.
Maybe.
It's the power of the weather. It's the power of the haboobs.
Yep.
Yes, it's power of sandstorms. Yes. All right, we're gonna take this one instead.
Enemy shield.
Yeah, so here he gets 410. The boss fight's trivial unless he dies.
Aim for the 2 columns.
This actually is a pretty difficult boss.
Yes, this for if you're like a casual player, this boss is very challenging because of all these rocks that this big dumb clam decides to throw at your face. Okay, how do you get that out of my system?
You know what's also challenging? Dying to this boss.
Yes, also
Intentionally.
intentionally dying to this boss is also just as difficult because, as you can tell by the pattern of the rocks, it is not always guaranteed where they will be and where they will shoot out. Also, the 3 little spigots at the top, or the barnacles at the top, thank you, aren't always predictable in terms of where those things will come at you from. So it's very difficult to say how. All right, cool.
The
410.
big fantastic clam is dead. Crab emoji.
Spam that in chat. I want to see it. The big dumb clam is dead.
You also got like an optimal second phase for like speedrunning. That was actually good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
Oh, cool.
actually like pretty fast.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so anyway, on to Zonus next. This is the first level I ever learned how to score run properly. It's a very fun level, in my opinion. It can be very frustrating at times just because of everything, but
I'll take the sky.
a lot of us find this level to be very fun, just because everything is happening at once and so much is coming at you, but it's like, you know what to do, you just have to tell yourself to focus. Also, after this level, things are gonna sort of pick up a little bit in speed, so I know the first couple levels probably seemed like really like, okay, Adam, come on, is this really gonna be you all night? Come on. This is the last level that has the potential for that. The next 2 after Zonus will be ideally 1 tries. The 5th level, ideally 1 try, and then the 6th level is 1 try. But yeah, we'll get to there in another bit. But yeah, like Adef said, if you are interested in seeing more Star Fox 64 content, definitely come see me at my channel. Also, come to Safety Man also as well, twitch.tv/safety_man.
Hey, remember the underscore.
Yes, I do remember the underscore. He also does more individual level runs, sometimes does full runs, but mainly focuses on individual levels in particular, where I focus on more runs. I've also been more interested in wanting to get into more randomizer content recently. I just like playing games that are always fun and never the same sometimes. But yeah, the Star Fox is my main content that I do show off on my Twitch channel. So definitely, if you are definitely here and interested in that, do check me out. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys ready? Let's do Zonus. Who's ready for fun? Right. Okay.
Yay!
Fun. Let's go. All right, this is basically like a toxic waste area that's turned into an enemy base.
Oh, it's toxic waste areas.
All right,
So,
Safety, this is all you.
Yeah, so in this level, there's a lot of stuff that appears out of the ground and in the sea that he'll be trying to shoot. A lot of times Adam will be using the sea to try to get indirect hits with the charge shots. None of it is actually random. So Adam actually knows the position of every shrimp and everything that hops up out of the ground and everything that flies as well. So the main objective in this level is these searchlights coming up. So before getting spotted, each searchlight will give you a hit +2 bonus every time you shoot it. And if you hit it indirectly, you'll get hit +1 and then a hit +2, which basically means 4 points for every searchlight.
Okay, what?
What happened?
They just wouldn't come close to me.
Yeah, that can sometimes happen. Those birds those birds do track you, and he's trying to position himself low so that the birds are closer to the ocean, so that he can get a charge shot. That time they didn't cooperate for whatever reason. It's really weird.
Yeah, they were just like, nah, fam, we're gonna pass on your little
Having an
adventure here.
introverted day or something.
I think so. It must be.
So those giant clams, you can't get a hit +1 bonus, like for an indirect hit, but they'll give you a hit +5 guaranteed when they get destroyed.
Wait, those are clams?
Well, what are they?
I thought they were like birds that folded their wings in.
The bird with three wings.
Dude, I don't know. I don't
call them
measure
clams.
bird anatomy. I've had 2 separate safety incidents at work for getting attacked by a bird.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. Almost happened again today too.
What? Yes, please.
I was out doing field work. I work in telecom, so our field work is like literally walk down the street and make sure that cables are on the poles. I was just finishing up, and then someone started up like a big like construction truck, like one of the ones that has like this giant hose on it, and a group of pigeons just like flew at me. And I guess one of them was blind and it flew like right into my chest. I don't know if that's attacked by a bird, but it was, assaulted by a bird, I guess. Probably more accurate. And then the other one, I just like ran into a crow on a bad day, I'm pretty sure. Crows are vicious. Watch out for them. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk about birds.
That is something. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. All right, we got a good start now, so we can keep going. This gets where it gets a little spicy, so hang on to your seats.
That shot on Slippy is timed. So now a bunch of things are gonna hop out of the water. Adam knows when and where they'll appear. Go ahead, Lila.
I was gonna say, if you are going as fast as you can in this level, when you save Slippy, you get a hit +5. But
Really?
it's not worth it because you skip a bunch of other stuff.
What are you doing here?
Is that any way to greet a girl?
Yeah, Kat is she's an interesting character. So she's actually quote unquote helpful in casual play, not so much in score run. So she's gonna try and a few times shoot at these searchlights. If she does, you still get the hit +2, but you don't get the regular like 1 point that you would get for killing the searchlight. So I think total, if you just leave her to everything, she steals 4 from you that way. And then later in the stage, she'll try and destroy some ships.
That was
Nice
the right
save.
move.
Oh,
That was the right move to do.
Yeah.
So, okay. So in that case, what just happened was I was about to miss a searchlight and I was not gonna be able to get it. So what I did was just fire a bomb, just so I know I could get it. I lost a few points in the process, but it was better than having to restart the level. So
There is a certain point where he'll want to miss one.
Like
but,
right up
Right
here.
now.
But as soon as
This
you
one.
miss one, they stop giving you the hit +2. And the reason he does that is because you get a ton of extra enemy spawns. Because it's like, oh, you've been spotted. Bring out everything and attack this one ship.
You got an enemy on your tail.
There we
And,
go. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, what do you get? Like an extra 40 by doing that or something?
I don't think it's 40, but it's quite a few extra. Like these ships right here would not spawn normally.
Yeah,
So-
there's a bunch of them.
These ships don't spawn in normally,
Neither do those 4. So
or these 4. So
yeah.
it's quite a payoff to do this.
Here I go.
And Slippy to the rescue.
And there's Slippy, being Slippy as always.
Best character.
And Cat, I think, just stole that down for me.
This is one of the most awkward movements in the entire game. You have to go under that platform and shoot up. The amount of time you have to aim upwards is so tiny, and that is like, it cannot be understated how difficult it is to do that without losing your wings.
Okay, let's not do that game, please. Thank you.
Like, you'll notice how close he's getting to all of these platforms. And if he can manage to get through the level without losing his wings, there's
I'm on your side.
there's a good chance. I don't know if you want to take this. I don't know what your goal score is, but
I think he'll take
470.
it. He's definitely gonna take it.
wow, way to speak for him.
Well, I mean, he
Safety
reached his
hit-
goal.
Safety has seen me do this level way too many times and hasn't seen what can happen.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, so if he doesn't take a reset or a death on Macbeth, he will be able to get
Something's coming from
like
the
hyper lasers, which are the twin blue lasers for Bulls, which is, it's important if it's like adjacent to important.
All right, so this was really good. Normally it doesn't take me normally long. So bonus can be like very bipolar. It could be either very good or it could take me an hour to get through here. And just to be able to get this point this early on is very nice very nice of a cushion in terms of for me and time. So we are doing Gucci.
Yeah. At this point, all we can do is build a cushion. Oh, this is a speedrunner strategy, Lala.
Yes.
Explain that.
Yes, thank you.
The one speedrun strat.
If you hold the brake and look up while you shoot that crane with a bomb, it resets its iframes faster, and you can kill it with 1 bomb instead of 3.
All right, cool. So we got 479, which is yes.
You ever think about how you kill a crane and then you kill a train? And then when you go into the next level, you kill a bunch of planes?
Oh my gosh.
Aircraft report.
I'm fine.
I don't know.
Looks like we're heading for
Sorry.
No. Look, oh my god. You got me really confused for a hot second. I was like, what? Huh? What? But no. So yes, we're sitting in a pretty good position right now. Yeah. We're sitting pretty. I'm okay with this actually. I could show what my actual like split would be, but I don't really want to. So.
Adam, don't skip the cutscene.
Don't
Yeah.
skip the cutscene, Adam.
Yes. Okay. There's a reason why they're telling me that, and I will show it off here in a second. But yeah. All right. So we're going to Macbeth next. Macbeth is home of the Landmaster. The Landmaster is a land terrain vehicle where things are a little different than the R-Wing and from the Blue Marine. I don't know if this is proven or not, but I swear the hitboxes are slightly bigger in a Landmaster than they are for other vehicles. There are no locked or unlocked charge shots in the Landmaster, so I'm gonna have to. So I will still be using charge shots, but I will have to do them very quickly before they lock on. Also, Cat will make an appearance in this level again and try to steal like 10 points off of me, and I'm not letting that happen on my watch. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it, shall we?
A land
not
terrain A land
that's-
train vehicle. And go. Adam, just go.
And I'm not skipping the cutscene.
Yeah, you know what
Two.
we should do is not skip the cutscene.
And we will show you why here in a second once I do it. It saves a bomb.
It's because Adam just really wants to be slow.
This is Lilat's strategy, so he can go ahead and explain it.
This is like the one strat that I found. Yeah, so when you skip a cutscene, it actually puts you in a different position than if you don't in most stages. This stage, it puts you further back. And normally we would shoot a bomb at the train immediately because we're too far forward to hit that last section. Yeah, you don't have to shoot the bomb because you're not too far forward. All right, safety, you got this.
All right. So I'm surprised Adam called it a land train vehicle. I think most normal people call it a tank because we're simple.
Okay,
Anyways,
we can call it a tank.
the Landmaster is the key difference is that because the Z and R functions are used for tilting left and right, you don't actually get to fire unlocked charge shots. So you can fire unlocked charge shots before they locked on. So what Adam is doing is quickly firing the shot before it can actually gets a chance to lock on. And that's how he's indirectly hitting everything here. Which can be quite difficult because if you mess up your rhythm, then you don't end up getting to fire these shots at all. So those wheeled turrets, Adam's trying to hit them from a distance to the point where you'll see 2 explosions and then a black trail of smoke. If you see a black trail of smoke and hit those 2, it means you got the maximum points. You can get up to 5 points for every one of those wheeled turrets. So this section right here coming up, Adam's going to do a slight glitch where he's going to hold up and not work.
What?
That's weird.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't know how that didn't happen.
It might have been because you were turning left and right. Generally, what you would do is that you would hold up and angle your cannon downwards, and then you get charge shot explosions right in your face. But I don't know. This game's jank.
Yeah, because you're actually going up a hill there. It's kind of hard to see, but
The only way you can tell is the inertia of the rocks.
Got
he
it.
got it. Just got it too.
Woo! Let's go. That's a very good thing to do.
So if you stay on top of that bridge, Slippy gets chased, which means we get extra points.
why did the devs do that? Like, it's so hard to get up there.
Yeah, it's something I didn't even learn until much later on in my score running career. Or me playing this game. I didn't know that for such a long time, and then I was like, oh my god, no wonder I didn't know about this. This is actually really hard to do.
Yep, that's probably like the weirdest like extra enemy spawn in the game, unless there's one we don't know about.
Which is possible, but that's to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is pretty good pace. I'm actually okay with this.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I've been trying to stay within like a certain boring area, but also being very conservative with my bombs also, because only a limited number spawn after the checkpoint, so I gotta be mindful of that.
Yes. So one thing we haven't mentioned yet is that it may not be important in this level, but for the next level, we're actually going to need all 9 bombs. So Adam's going to get 2 guaranteed bombs here, and then every one of those watchtower enemies have around a 50% chance of spawning a bomb. So Adam is hoping for a 1 in 5 chance that one of them spawns a bomb. And bombs are extremely crucial in the next level coming up. It's the primary reason why we call Bolsa a one and done level, because in order to get the maximum score on Bolsa, you need all 9 of those bombs. Okay.
Yeah, so if you watch anybody else play this stage, you'll notice that right after the checkpoint, they bonk into the wall over and over and over again. That's because Adam's really the only person who runs this game that knows where to go.
Almost missed that Rob call, actually.
It usually takes people a couple tries to figure out, like, oh, I'm supposed to not bonk into the wall. I can't go through the building. But in actuality, if you bonk into the wall, you get an extra, I think it's 4 points.
4, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a section of the train that respawns as per basically every checkpoint death. Adam doesn't do that because he needs to keep his bombs. And the lasers, actually, even though you don't have lasers in the Landmaster, they carry over. So if he dies, he will start Bulls with single lasers. If he doesn't die, he'll start it with twin lasers like he had in the last stage.
Which is somewhat optimal because we want to at least have a decent amount of time with hypers, which we can get in the next level.
He'll need to attack some weak points for massive damage.
So this is around a 7.5 minute auto scroll boss fight. Lau, you can go to the store.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower.
All right, see you in a bit.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Yeah, but that is true that this portion of the boss does take a while, but it's because more enemies do spawn after the switch component. And thank you. And one more. Oh, sorry.
Did you just apologize to the enemy for not killing it?
Yes, I think I did.
What are you, Canadian? I say
Maybe.
as a Canadian.
He's the opposite of a Canadian.
Yes. Yeah, it is the opposite of the Canadian safety. You're right.
So I guess a bit more about this boss. Every event that happens or everything you see here it happens in sequence and it always happens in the same way. So your allies will get chased and that Adam knows when that'll happen. It's actually very important that Adam keeps all of his teammates alive because we want them all dead by Venom because your teammates actually steal points from you in Venom. And because your teammates respawn after every 2 levels, we end up killing them in bolts. So we have to make sure that they survive here. And if it's not already obvious how much they want Peppy dead, he actually gets chased 5 times in this level, or in this boss sequence.
Making Peppy the most useless wingmate. Just saying. You also notice...
Messed that up. Oh, like, not plus
You
one.
got 3.
Why
You
did
got
that
3.
circle?
How did I
Excuse
well,
me?
I messed up the timing on it, but somehow it gave me a +1, and
I think it
will not
circled
complain.
around and hit the pillar next to it.
That might have happened, yeah. Okay.
You'll notice sometimes when Adam's trying to get those little turret things, that he's doing like a barrel roll to the side. I don't know what you call it, like just a
Yeah,
regular
barrel roll. Barrel
Yeah.
roll. Barrel roll.
I don't know. It's a
Barrel
tank.
roll.
I don't know.
Barrel roll.
Thank you. And the reason he does that is because there's a Japanese runner that somewhat recently, about a year ago, found out that if you are upside down while you shoot your charge shot in the Landmaster, it'll just explode right in front of you because the little turret thing in the front, I don't know
Cannon.
what it's called. Thank you. Is like on the ground, and that's where the shot actually comes from. It's actually like physically correct, though, which is kind of nice.
That was needed.
So Adam, with all this, what's the score you're aiming for here?
Ideally a 370, but this level is very hit and miss, so I will probably not get that here, and I'm willing to sacrifice that because it's Macbeth, and doing Macbeth more than once is actually very not okay for me. Just also it adds way more time than is probably ever needed for a run ever, because what happens then is that you get reset to 3 bombs, and you can pick up 2 more in the span of before the boss battle, but then you have to rely on 4 turrets, 4 of those turrets in the air having bombs, which is not very likely. So then you have to take more and more intentional deaths just to get 9 bombs again, and then you also have to pay the price of going back down to single lasers. So I'm in the boat of like doing a really good trying to get a really good first attempt, and then if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, I will more than happily. Yeah, oh well.
Had to rhyme.
But like, unless I feel like I couldn't do any better, I'm okay with it. But if it's at the point like I made way too many mistakes, like that beginning portion, I don't know what happened with my control stick, but it was very wonky, whatever it was. But it's like, oh well, it's not going to be the end of the world if I'm missing that many. So it's better that I just do this anyway, this way.
Yeah, another reason why Adam's not too big on retries is he's not a big fan of Shakespearean tragedy, Macbeth.
Oh my gosh.
Someone asked in the chat, is it in an aileron roll technically? Homie, it's a tank. It's just a roll. But I know what you mean, and yes it is.
I had a feeling someone would be happy with that. Okay, bro. Really?
We have to get our aileron roll, our single aileron roll joke out of there. Adam, don't glitch, please.
Don't jinx it.
I think we're good, yeah.
Yeah. If there's a certain point where if you kill that jaw, it makes the boss completely invulnerable. And you actually, like, there's no way to kill it. And there's these little markers throughout this level that show how far you are. Once you reach the 500 one, very shortly, you will come to a point of no return. The boss will do, like, your extended health bar in damage every single frame. And if you put on infinite health or invulnerability, the game will crash when you get to a certain point past. So the boss limits how long you can fight it.
Yes.
It's one of the few bosses with a time limit.
Yes, it is. I think the only boss with the time limit, if I'm not mistaken.
Golmek.
Oh,
You're
right.
There is an end to that tunnel. I've never seen it, but there is one.
You gotta love your teammates because Fox said everyone check in, and then Slippy's like, I'm having some trouble here, and Pepe's like, everything's a-okay.
Well, it's because they were almost dead, but you got so many points, now they're totally fine.
Yeah, they knew.
All right. So, folks, we are coming up at the major crossroads point of the run.
Crossroads.
This is the level that has making or broken every one of my runs.
Macon.
Yeah, I don't know what else to. It can make the run really good or really bad. How about made? Okay, fine. I speak English good. So this level, I only get one try, and the reason being is I start off with 9 bombs right now. To do the trick I'm going to do requires 9 or 10 bombs, depending on which you need or how you want to do it. If I die, or if I, whatever reason, lose a life or have to start over, run's dead. It basically runs dead. I cannot recover it. I would likely finish it out anyway, just for the whatevers. But yeah, eventually it is not possible to hit 3K easily without this level. You can go through Area 6. Yes, you can to do this, but that level is very hard on the hands, if I say so myself. Area 6 is the reason why I switched routes to learn bowls and not do Area 6 anymore. So, I have a timer, actually. You guys can't see it on the screen over wherever here. You see the score tracker probably below me here. But I have a timer. So the thing is with this level is there is set cycles to where enemies will spawn in. They're only a limited number. It is not unlimited. So once enemies stop spawning, they stop spawning forever. Well, I should say, after a certain number of spawns/cycles, enemies will not spawn in again. That is it. What I'm going to try and do is essentially take the bombs that I have. I have 9. You can get a 10th one after you kill 4 core pieces of the core in the level that we'll see here in a couple minutes. And fire the bombs at a particular spot at a particular time. I have about, safety, what would you say, a half a second to a second of wiggle
I'd say
room?
around half a second sounds about right.
Yeah. So I have a very tight window to where the bomb explodes, and I get the bombs to go off essentially. I will essentially have to repeat the process. I will repeat this process twice. So if you don't catch it the first time, I will do it again a second time with the bombs that I have left over. This cycle happens every 70 seconds. Or Lilat, how many frames was it? Since you had a very precise measurement of it.
1,024 frames.
1,024 frames. I'll be using a clock here to keep track of the time of when enemies spawn in, to keep track of when the next cycle will start. When I'm doing the bomb cycles, or firing bombs at the spawn point, there will be a point where I'll say, okay, I'll look at the time, I'll probably say another number out loud. From that number, I will have 35 seconds because it's about 35 seconds for enemies to spawn in, and then 35 seconds of like no spawning in until the next cycle begins. So I'm going to say a couple numbers out loud. Don't worry, because that's just for me to know and for safety and Lilat to know also, so they can remind me. And when in the inevitable event I go, what time was it again? And then like in a sudden panic. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna leave it at that. Let's do this. This is gonna be.
Yeah, and I know like you haven't seen the level. It's kind of a lot to take in. I know a lot of people don't understand what happened. Lilat is going to explain everything again, but if you are going to play both on the score run route, it is actually very, very recommended and almost required that you have a stopwatch with you just to keep track of the enemy cycles.
Yes.
Explain everything again. You didn't leave me anything, yo.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is your revenge.
Safety. Oh my gosh. Safety. This is. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't care who does it, but someone does do it. All right. Let's. All right. We're doing it.
That's why I said.
And photosensitivity warning, by the way.
Yes. Photosensitivity warning. Thank you. We're gonna do that right now. Photosensitivity warning. I'm gonna give it a minute. Second.
I'll let you know once it's gone. Actually, when they say start the timer, it'll be gone. So you start off this level by killing these 6 energy towers. You can get a bunch of extra points off of them, surprisingly, by shooting charge shots at the ground. I say surprisingly just because like the hitbox is at the top of the tower, and it's actually like really far from the ground. So if you think about it, it is a little surprising. While he's doing that, you noticed he picked up a gold ring. He's also going to want to shoot one of these towers here. The 15th enemy that you kill in any all range mode stage, so something you fly around randomly like this, will always give you a laser. And having blue lasers here is very helpful for other aspects of the stage, as well as shooting the enemies in the glitch he explained earlier. So once these towers are dead, he's going to enter a different phase of the stage. By the way, I'd like to point out the stage is spinning right now. If you look at it on the world map, it's spinning in the opposite direction.
If you are looking at it right now.
Well, sorry. If you look at it on the world map, it's spinning in the opposite direction than it's spinning right now.
How did you do that to me?
Yeah, because right now it's spinning counterclockwise on the world map. It spills clockwise, but it stopped. And
you're good.
photosensitivity warning over. You guys should have started your timers if you haven't.
Adam, stay away from the center.
Yep.
So Adam mentioned that there's 70-second cycles, and we're going to be keeping track of those. They're actually, as we mentioned, every 1,024 frames. It will be basically a switch that flips on and off. The first 70 seconds, Slippy, wow, nothing happens. But when you get 5 points after this cutscene, our good old friend Starwolf will show up. We haven't seen them yet. Adam just U-turned, which is a little unfortunate. Makes it a little harder to kill Starwolf that way, but he can still get him. I know he can. So you want to kill all of Starwolf because they'll give you 11 points each. Epi just said, I see the enemy core, and spawned it because he's evil. There are 8 nodes on that core. Each of those will give you 11 points each. So, as you can see, like, you can basically stack points, like, really, really quickly and easily in this. And if you have a rough time with Starwolf, that's not a huge deal. You have a fair amount of time to kill them.
Yeah, I know, that was very...
Yeah. It's like a static pillar that was out for revenge. So because there are 8 nodes on this core, he'll want to kill a few of them, obviously, fairly quickly. If you don't kill them quickly enough, he'll get fewer points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
I think that was 6, right?
Was it 6?
I think so.
I only saw 5 hit pluses.
45.
45, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, it was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wants to leave 1 because when the stage ends, it will... Well, sorry, when he kills all of them, the stage will instantly end. And obviously you don't want to do that if you're going to get like 600 plus points.
Grab some health.
Yeah, Adam is setting up for the trick fairly soon here.
It's 45, right?
45, yes.
Yeah. So around the 220 mark on his timer,
No.
there's going to be a group, well, whatever safety
155,
says.
155.
Okay, around the 230 mark on his timer, they're going to want to go into the bottom of the map, and Adam's going to shoot a bomb upwards and basically completely blind at a section and hope that his timing is correct. So I'll wait for him, let him focus a little bit.
You got it.
Yeah, and he got it. So you can kind of hear in the game audio, the enemies are going off like a machine gun right now. So what happens is, when you kill an enemy, the next frame, another one will spawn to replace it. And because you're killing them at the spawn point, they're just
Don't
gonna...
panic.
What?
I got 2
They're
of
just
the
gonna
hit the
it's
barrier.
okay.
instantly
Yeah,
respawn. So he can just keep shooting them with bombs over and over again. And for the length of time of the explosion, he'll actually keep getting points. So he shot 6 bombs there.
What was that? Shoot. Hold on, that was probably
45, 55, around 205-ish.
no. Wait.
I'm going by the 70
it's-
seconds.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
Yes,
should
you're
be
right.
around that.
Yeah,
And it's
that
not
sounds right.
exactly
305,
70
okay.
seconds. If you count
405.
the frames with no lag, it's like 34 and a half.
405 is the next cycle.
But there's
Yes.
a fair bit of lag.
I should go now.
Not in this section right now because there's less going on. But like it usually ends up being like 36-ish seconds.
That's safe.
And you got it both times. Nice.
It's a very rare third bomb that I can get there.
Wow. That was really good. So yeah, he's getting 1 point per enemy that he kills when that sound is
That
going
sometimes
up.
happens. What just happened there?
What just happened there?
So what happened was the enemies just for some reason will pitter patter out in and out, but for like no reason. But in any case, this was a very, very good pulse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless of how this will end, seems very.
Yeah, you're gonna get around
is doable.
600 for this. So yeah, 600 is like considered very, very good. What's your PB have?
657 is my PB in
Oh
most
my
at the moment.
god.
Which is nowhere close. We will be quite under that. It's okay. Losing
I
wings
love
at this
how-
point is not that big of a deal like it would be early on. So no worries about that if it does.
I just
Yeah.
love how you
Yeah.
literally shot Falco out of your way.
So the only reason why we wanted to keep our wings here, specifically at least double lasers, is because of the extra bomb that comes out of the supply box. Because we need every single bomb to make this level worth as much as possible. Every bomb here is worth essentially around 30 to 40 points each. So even missing one can put you in a bad position.
Yeah,
me that
I
easy.
don't think it can be understated how difficult this is. Adam's in the cleanup phase. Basically, nothing else will spawn for the rest
Oh my
of the
gosh.
stage.
Listen, y'all. Yesterday, this level decided to give me a heart attack.
Adam, don't talk about yesterday. Forget about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday didn't happen.
Yeah, yesterday didn't happen.
All right, it's time to say
Bye,
thank you to our teammates for a job well done.
By the way, you might notice the numbers just changed color. So this game has medals that he's been getting every stage. If you get a certain number of points and have all your wingmates alive, you'll get the medal. You need 150 in this level to get the medal. Just let it be stated. Like,
Yes,
I think the
150.
previous record before that was like, what was it, like 330 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And now it's like 680, I want to say.
710.
710.
Oh my-
Unofficially
Well,
710.
Yeah, unofficially 710.
Because that was with
Wow.
Unlimited Lives.
I think
Yeah.
officially it's 682. I want to say. I think we're actually on pace for your
gonna be on
splits,
pace.
your recommended splits.
ADEF's
Right.
gonna be like, what the hell? Because we're gonna go like an hour under.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was a 610, right? Am I right?
I wasn't paying attention.
I think it was a
It was
610.
610.
Wow. Okay, so this just got very likely, chat. Oh my god, you have no idea. I could cry right now because that's how
353.
a 353, which is very
Very
easily
doable.
gettable in this level for me.
If you don't, I'm gonna dunk on you so hard.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. Okay, so to start off here, there's no like grab the cutscene wrong. We're going straight into it here. Wow, nice +5, bro.
Yeah, want to grab a ring? No.
Nah, I don't need a ring.
Okay.
But we get 26 lives. So this is it. This is it, chat.
26 individual chances to screw it up.
Yes, basically 26 individual possible ways to royally screw this up. And we will see. And I just lost a wing. Yep. I saw that. I was like, did something just hit me? But yeah, gamers. This is basically the last level of the game. This version of Venom, this will not do. I will not gonna even try this. Yeah, this is a very much difficult version of the normal mode version of this level because we actually have more enemies here to contend with than we did previously, and those extra enemies actually make this a lot more difficult to handle in terms of managing health. And why do I feel like I did not get any of this? So we're gonna actually give this a shot. This is a pretty decent go with 95 here at this point.
I'll just say, Adam, right now you need 328 before the boss.
Okay, so yeah,
really
safety
cool.
says 328 for the goal for the boss because after
Wow!
And I was just chilling there.
What was
and you
that?
ran into him.
Beefed it into that enemy. He's casually minding his own business, and suddenly a wing shows up on the ground next to him.
A chicken wing.
chicken wing. Oh my gosh, this is
Adam,
fried
do you like
chicken for guys.
do you like the drum or do you like the two-bone part?
I am more of a.
Cool.
I-
What's the two-bone part?
You know when you eat a
wishbone?
chicken wing, there's two shapes.
You mean the
There's the-
wishbone?
No, when you have a chicken wing, there's two shapes. There's the one that looks like a drumstick, and the other one has like two bones.
Oh, the thigh.
Do you mean the thigh?
No, the wing.
Oh, the wing. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm.
I don't know what you call that.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. Chicken wings actually have wings?
Oh my gosh, how do we go? How do we talk about food? What?
It's distracting you, see,
It's
because
great,
you're
yeah.
not thinking about this, you're just doing it.
Yeah, I know.
This is a regular occurrence on the stream, by the way.
Yes, we do talk a lot about food, by the way. If you are a foodie like me, I love to talk about food. But I think a lot of streamers like to talk about food. So, but yeah, yeah, this could take a little bit though, so don't like get too excited just yet. We will see how things go. Practice, I did not have any trouble, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Can I just state that the fastest path to go in here is left, 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 and you immediately chose incorrectly. And this section, by the way, with these enemies flying about, is incredibly difficult because you have a super tight timing window to hit those before they fly away, and it's a lot shorter than you would think. Are you on pace right now?
Maybe.
He is.
I'm a little under, but like,
All right, just an update. Chat is saying that they're called wings and flats, drums and flats. The two-bone part is called the flat.
Thanks for the
Thank
update.
you.
That was really important.
thank you,
Very
chat.
important.
Thank
Yeah.
you, chat. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, chat. Very cool.
But yeah. So, oh, this is easily like the hardest level to navigate because everything is just coming at you, and you're also starting all these enemies, whatnot. And then when you finally get to the end, it's like, oh my gosh, we're almost there, and then it's like, oh wait, we have one more boss to fight.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right.
All right, all right. Give me a second.
I thought
here.
you were gonna reset for a second there. It's like, dude, you
got
did it. You
Yeah,
already
it's
did
over.
it. Also, congrats, Adam.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
ev-
what do I need? A 350.
He said 328 at the
353.
check.
You needed 328. Let me just make sure my math is right.
No, you're right.
3,000 minus 2647 minus 25 is 328. Yeah, I can use a calculator. It's pretty
Okay.
cool.
All right. I think that's
Mission accomplished, Adam. Well, not yet. You could
Oh,
die here.
Well, we could die, but
Yeah.
not likely.
But it's at a checkpoint. Like, if he dies, whatever.
I'm very tempted to say like, screw it, but now I'm like, you know, I had to
Booty
I had to-
percent. Booty percent right now.
I had to tell myself the same thing, or just had to tell myself the same thing I did when I had world record. It's like, I have it. I don't want to get greedy and lose it, possibly.
You're not going to do booty percent. are you?
30%! Come on.
Just for the lulz. Come on. There we
Yes! He did it! Booty
What is
percent
the official
literally
time
like you
of that?
crash into his butt.
Yes. I don't
Ada-
care what just happened. I don't
Ada-
care that I lost my wings. I can do this without
Adif,
hypers. I don't.
Adif, do we have a timestamp on that? What his
I'll
official
check
booty
it. I'll
percent
check it
was?
on the replay.
All right.
Oh my gosh,
Nice.
okay.
It is 133.25, so you are last place on the booty percent boards by about an hour and 10 minutes.
Of course. That's also
Yeah.
true. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let's just fix this first. All right, time to get him. Let's just finish him off here. Whee! Oh, here I hear the wing repair. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, that makes life a little better. Come on.
Oh,
there we go.
If you go into Andross's tunnel without wings, by the way, there's multiple lasers. They will all turn into wing repairs.
Yeah,
because
it
they're
sucks.
subbed out.
It kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
Also, if you haven't noticed, Adam's mood went up significantly after Bolts.
Yes, it did.
Like, he literally cannot stop smiling.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I would love to say I'm gaming out of my mind, but that is unfortunately not like a true statement, but like I'm having a good night in terms of this stuff.
Adam,
So
pause it, pause it.
That was 3K,
There we go.
by the way.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it wasn't.
No.
You need 353.
All right. Okay, yeah. There
That
we go.
was
That's-
3K.
That is 3K. Thank you.
Woo! We did it! In not even 2 hours. Wow. See, so I was telling Ada this before we started. It's like, this could either be very quick or this could go like right up to time. So, just warning you now.
Or it could hit time and then you go live on your channel and keep playing for 4 more hours.
Oh my god, no, I'm not doing that, honestly. Alright, so here we are at the end stage here. Time is going to be after I beat Andross, which would be after his robot-y phase. Yeah, okay, let me do this. And there's the first phase.
Oh my god, it's not the real Andross.
And that is
Hey,
GG's.
that was time, by the way.
And in traditional me fashion, I only do this normally when I do
no.
PBs,
Yeah.
but
Oh, he's doing the pose. He's doing the
No,
pose for the
my
screenshot.
I'm not going. Okay, maybe I will. But that was a good 3K attempt.
Attempt. You already did it. That's how it was an attempt.
Or a 3K run, we'll say that.
You become so strong, Fox.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hello. Yep. Yep.
Adam.
Wow. Yeah, I am all very relieved right now, if you can't tell. This is not an easy feat to do, even on a normal night. So sorry. After I got world record in October, I actually took 3 months off from score running, and the first night I came back to actually doing a run, I had a 29:70 on the second run after coming back. So after that, I was like, okay, maybe 3K is actually possible here. So, okay, I was like feeling better after that, and then like I was always just like oh, close. I actually came close to world record again one time. I think I was like 20 points off. I think a 3,060 something.
We're 5 points off. Or is it a different attempt?
Oh no! Thank you. Yes, I had 3,080. I had a 3,080. So not only do I have the world record in this game, I also have the second all-time highest score in this game. Which, so yeah, it's kind of crazy how this has all happened in just a few months, honestly. So, yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, shout outs to everyone my community that watches me do this on and on for endless time, for 3 days a week, but I'm not doing schoolwork. Shout outs to my parents for the console and controller that I actually have been using for the past 20 years for this game that still has survived 3 different schools now, from my undergrad to my master's in Arizona to my PhD out here where I'm at now. And shout out to my sister and brother-in-law and nephew for getting me this cool shirt that I'm wearing tonight, which is a diagram of the R-Wing, by the way, for those who can't tell.
Yo, that's sick.
I wore it especially for tonight, for the record. All right, cool.
Yeah, so turns out I've been muted for the last hour. Just found out. But good news, I didn't say much of value.
Okay.
But one thing I did say that I'd like to reiterate is that Adam, you should follow him on Twitch. And I'd like to thank him, of course, for doing this. A few things that I said when I was muted that I think are worth repeating is that it's pretty insane that the margin of error was 6 points. 3006 is so sick. Adam's link is coming up in chat for me every once in a while. Please give him a follow. This is so sick. Wow. Yes, I cannot believe I was muted for almost an hour, which is classic ADEF bullshit, to be honest with you. Regardless, I would expect nothing less scuffed from me. But yes, please follow Adam. It has also been requested by the commentary team that I tell you to go to hit64.net if you're interested in learning more about Star Fox 64 score running. So hit64.net is the place to be. And as we've covered, that is hit64.net. We're not done. So we're gonna throw to a quick break here. So we will be gone for just a few moments. Do not go anywhere. There will be more gaming content right after this. We'll have more Adam, more Lilat, more Safety Man, and more Star Fox 64 on Challenger Approaching right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix on this fine Friday evening. My God, we just witnessed history. The first ever performance of a 3,000 point or more high score in Star Fox 64 at a live event, and one of the only 3,000 scores, I think, ever. Like, probably less than, some small number of times that has been done ever, so it's pretty sick. So everybody, please, again, congratulate Adam and follow him. But we have an idea for more content, more juicy, spicy, delicious content.
Yes.
So we'll get to that in just a moment. But a few quick announcements alongside. I already did that one. Let's do some other announcements. Let's spice it up a little bit. If you have any ideas for your own show or one-off events, feel free to go to gamesdonquick.com/hotfix to submit your ideas. And Unapologetically Black and Fast is coming up this weekend in this new recurring Hotfix marathon. Black runners are front and center in this celebration of Black joy. This first iteration is running this weekend, February 12th and 13th. That starts tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern each day. Schedule is out now. You can find it at gamesdonquick.com/hotfix. So basically, all the info you need is gamesdonquick.com/hotfix. The Twitch link, the YouTube link, the stuff, whatever. It's all there. But Adam, what is it that we're going to do now?
Yeah, okay, so just for curiosity, so this is the end screen. So what I want you to do is pay attention to the pulse icon, which is the 6th level in the sequence here. You see it says 610. Watch what happens after I leave this screen and we cement the 3006. By the way, not first place on all time, but you'll see why. Apparently, I only got 354.
This game is great at tracking scores.
So they actually fixed this in the 1.1 version, right?
Yeah.
1.1.
They implemented a score cap that once you hit 511, your score will basically just stop. It'll stop going up from 511. So to counteract that in the 1.0 version, which is what I'm playing on right now, they subtracted 250. They take the number, any number above 512, 512 or up, and subtract 256 points from it. But we all know I did get 3,000, but it's a game little weird malfunction sort of thing, which is fixed in 1.1. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Scroll down so they can see total hits.
Yeah, so look, 2750 was the run I just did. This was the run I think I did last night, or the night before, 2809, 2815, 2714, 2820, like, it's not even close to being in the right order at all. So I kind of broke the game a little bit. But you're also wondering, how much money did you make? Here you go. 192,384 pepper coins. Or pepper dollars. Each hit, you take one, every hit is worth $64. So you just take 3,006 times 64. And that's how you get 192,384.
And
Yeah,
that's
they signed the check. Okay, now you signed the check.
That's fungible.
Yes. All right. So anyway, Adaf mentioned that we actually were talking during that break, and we have another idea. In addition to score running, there is actually a score running speed run version for Star Fox 64. We'll let the characters have a little fun there for a second. But it's something called 2K%. So the goal of 2K% is to get 2,000 points, not 2,000 points as fast as possible. This is a different route than what I did or what I took for my 3,000 point run. So this is the route I'm going to be taking is a little bit different from what you would be doing in a standard 2K% route, mainly because I can get some higher point totals in other levels and can sacrifice in other levels for times. So my PB in this category is about is 34 minutes, 34 seconds. We're gonna try and beat that because I think I totally could beat that. And yeah, so you're gonna see a combination of both score and speed here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do something. Time starts when I gain control of the R-Wing, which is at the opening after the opening cutscene of Corneria. But I'll tell you when that is about to start. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, Lila also has ran this category before. What's your PB, like a 33 something?
Wait, what's your PB? Sorry?
34.
My 34-38.
Okay. All right, so we're about even there. So, all right, time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so Adam said this is going to be a combo of score and speed. He's actually playing on normal mode this time. Because,
yeah, I'm going to give myself a break.
Yeah, the extra enemies cause a lot more lag. You'll notice that this game is basically put together with like duct tape and paper clips because like it lags so much. You might have noticed in the score run, but this stage is actually one of the worst ones. So he's going to be boosting throughout most of the run, hopefully, if he knows what he's doing.
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
And like the number one thing is that he wants to reduce lag as much as possible. So he can do that by going into certain areas, like not where he's going right now, choosing what enemies to kill and what not to. He can go in and out of first person every once in a while, like depending on the situation. I don't know if you ever do that or if you just focus on
I don't actually.
points more so. There's a few different routes you can use for this. I think you do Katina, right?
No, I do Fortuna.
Oh, okay.
Or Fortuna, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so depending on how you play it, your stage 3 is potentially going to be different. But for the most part, if anybody remembers the run that Kelsey did back in June, it's going to be following mostly the same path as that, where you're going to be going mostly the easy mode stages, but the levels that give you more points rather than the ones that are fastest.
You also will notice that we are also taking doing slightly different things. You'll see slightly different enemy combinations than we did in the initial portion of Corneria. That is because this is normal mode, and that's one of the other differences between normal mode and expert mode. We also will take a considerably less damage, which, thank you, because good lord, that damage likes to add up. So I'm aiming for this level about a 230, and we're gonna be just under that, I think, but I can easily make that up.
No, you got it.
Oh yeah, totally got it. Yep.
Let's go.
This will be really
Yes.
good, actually.
So you'll see different bosses in different stages. In a score run, you would never see this boss.
Yeah, no.
But this boss is about a minute faster to fight versus the other one. So ideally, what you want to do with this guy is you want to shoot him in the leg, and then as he falls over, shoot him in the back. You can get it in one cycle. It's actually really difficult to do. But he got it in a second cycle pretty quickly, so that's not too bad.
Save there. Yeah, little time save there, but I'll probably be behind a couple seconds there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically we're gonna go a lot faster than what we would. Actually, I just go by 5 seconds.
Yo, nice.
Granted, I've only ever done 2 runs of this legitimately, but
Oh, so you like really don't know the speed strat. 'Cause I was like, why didn't you kill
Yeah,
anybody?
you didn't kill anyone. That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
It's you save 4 seconds on the overworld screen for every level that you don't get the
wait,
medal.
you're right. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, so
It's okay. That's okay.
yeah, ideally he wants to have at least one wingmate dead at the end of every stage, but you can do that in Ficina.
Yeah, to say Vegeta will be the easy one to kill off an enemy in or an ally in, so that's not really a
Meteos,
problem.
You can also just not
man.
save Slippy while he's getting chased.
That's also true. I actually forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually
it's,
really
it's
important.
easy to forget for sure.
Okay, Meteo. This
Yeah,
one's
so
gonna be a
Meteo,
little.
nothing happens.
Pretty much.
If this were like a charity event, we literally would like just say read donations like right now. 'Cause,
Yeah. Meteo
yeah.
is exciting. Oh, Falco! Really?
Meteo, you can get a ton of points in this. Like, what's your goal score? Is it like just over 400?
430?
Yeah. And this
That is
is
great.
with like going fast too, like 430 while going as fast as you can. This is the longest level in the game, just by like how long we're on rails, by a pretty considerable margin. It's a little ridiculous. And there's large sections of this where you're just like flying in space and there's no enemies or anything.
There we go. Alright, that's okay.
Yeah. There's a couple tunnels, stuff like this. You'll notice like the next 30 seconds, there's literally no enemy.
Yeah, there will literally be nothing in this next time.
There's a big one.
Comes a big one.
Actually,
yes.
ADF, if you've got anything to plug, any shows.
Oh yeah, please. This is a really good time because I'm
Maybe
running out
like
of things to talk
your
about.
mom
You should not.
blog or
You should
something.
not.
If
give
you might be
me this-
muted?
You should
Okay,
not
never
give me
mind.
this opportunity.
Oh dear.
Wikipedia.org is a website.
Have you ever done 5 clicks to Jesus? Where you
no,
click like
I
a
have
random
done-
article?
I have done Wikipedia like fun runs where you get a random first starting word and a random second starting term, and then you see how quickly you can get there. Those are good fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
really enjoyed those.
5
missed
clicks
that
to
bomb
Jesus
throw.
is a fun standardized one. I like that.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, there's tons of cool stuff to plug. There's actually more hotfix on after this, starting at well, typically would be starting at at what time? 10 p.m. Eastern. It's hard for me because I'm in Pacific time, so I'm constantly converting.
Yes, 10 p.m.
Yeah, so there's more hotfix after this, so be sure to stick around even after this show is over. But I also have another show on GDQ called PB Precipice, or Personal Best Precipice, and that is every other Sunday. And so that showcases PB attempts of speedruns, but there's tons of cool shows on GDQ Hotfix. So if this is your first time, like genuinely, there's stuff on every night. weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. There's tons of cool programming by a lot of talented people. I run 2 shows. There's 2 shows by Skybills. There's tons of cool shows by Nuclear Reaction and Fant and Railcoon, Hobbs and Keyzeron. There's lots of cool stuff on Hotfix. So like, please do check us out on a regular basis. We're live essentially every day. And you can always find stuff, archives of all past runs on YouTube, youtube.com/gamesdonequick.
There it is. My good lord, where's this enemy group at?
If you want to see archives of runs, you know, this game was run at SGDQ 2019 by myself.
And,
it's a funny run. It made the highlight reel, and the room was like full for like a 4 a.m. run. I don't know how the hell, but also you got screwed.
Oh,
did you
what?
just? Okay, wow. Okay, all right.
Did I just...
You should up the estimate to 45.
Oh, shush!
The estimate's already at 50.
Yeah, the estimate's already
okay.
50. So major time loss. That's okay. We'll just roll with it because I'm a gamer like that. But hey, now we have a classic moment to like laugh at. Now, whenever
you
we
got
look
the-
back on this,
You got the checkpoint, didn't you?
I did get the
I
checkpoint.
mean, he
and
restarted.
You could have just,
yeah, I know.
instead of playing
fine.
3 minutes of
Guys,
the same thing.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As I say, I was like internally cringing at myself for underestimating how much I needed to go.
All right, I'm gonna do a Wikipedia speedrun.
All right.
All right,
So
you have fun.
What do we
let's-
start with?
Give me 2 family-friendly terms.
Like an object or like literal anything?
It could be a person, a place, a thing.
Ball.
Sorry, what?
Ball.
Ball?
Yeah.
Like just the word ball?
Isn't that what we're doing? Just give it,
Okay,
give an
yeah,
object.
I'm at the Wikipedia page for ball. A ball is a round object with various uses.
Okay.
It is used in ball games, where the play of the game follows the state of the ball as it is hit, kicked, or thrown by player. Okay, what's my end goal?
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. All right. I'll time myself, I guess. I figure this is a good way to fill a little time here.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna time yourself, you should have done it from like the second that you opened the page.
Well,
that said ball.
I've only read the first sentence. I haven't like looked at it.
I don't know. I think that's
All right,
invalid.
Whatever. All right.
Wow.
A ball to hippopotamus percent has a strict rule set apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Number of clicks we should probably also keep track of. Wow, we can get to Christopher Columbus. All right, I'm gonna take that. Okay, so that's 1
Wow.
click. We're at Columbus. I'm trying to get to Africa. Ghana. Okay, that's 2 clicks.
The enemy's coming from
Okay,
Bahamas.
3 clicks. I'm at Africa.
Oh wow.
I don't even actually know where hippopotami.
They're sub-Saharan, I think. Okay, sub-Saharan Africa. I'm 4 clicks in, or maybe 5. I don't know. I lost count.
Okay, apparently according to Google, the official hippo habitat is the San Diego Zoo Animals and Plants
What?
section.
Okay, sure game, sure world. What is happening? Okay,
Yep.
I'm very confused, and I'm trying to play a video game.
No, you're trying to play Medio.
I don't think hippos are endangered, are they?
I don't. Endangered? No, I don't think so.
No, I
Probably
don't think
different
endangered.
species of hippos that maybe are.
Some rhinos I know are.
All right, we're gonna actually do this right this time. Hold on. My God, I am probably getting just yoinked bad right. Oh, I should have known the second. Oh my God, I did it twice.
How?
No, I'm talking about like
I know, but how?
I'm not gonna lie, that first group is kind of jank.
All right,
That-
whatever game.
Fourth group? Question mark.
Yeah, I just it's fine. It's fine.
You might need to go to Katina for points, or just go slow-ish
I
on Area 6.
I
Probably
actually
just
might
Area
just
6.
do. I might just do Katana.
All right, I'm actually quite struggling here. I'm not sure what the best move is out of Africa.
You can't go back, can you?
No, I think that's against the rules.
Yeah, we are quite stringent about that.
Yeah, we are.
Oh my god. Alright, unfortunately I cannot do a bomb before I do a somersault here, but that is okay because we're just
Okay, so actual speedrun things. So you get a ton of points in the media warp here. Like, you know, I think you can get close to 300.
if you do it right, yes.
Yeah. I mean, Adam's obviously not going to do it quote unquote right because he's trying to go fast, but like
gotta make
bombs
sure I
are your
make up
best
points.
friend. And yeah, he can get an extra bomb there. There was like fourth group of Butterfrees.
Fourth
That's
group
not
of
the official name.
Yeah, they're not
he
called
can-
Butterfrees. This
he
is just
can
what we
shoot-
call them.
Shoot them down if you can.
Yes.
But this last section, he can get a bunch of bombs. There's these little bit of bobs flying about here. I don't know what they're called. But...
Or
Things on
golems.
sticks.
Okay,
Sure.
time.
Hi! Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, oh, wow.
Sub 3.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm
Is that
actually a
PB?
little impressed.
I think this is a world record, potentially.
Wow.
Here,
Amazing.
I went from Africa to the Great Fish River, to the endangered species list, to the white rhinoceros, to the hippopotamus.
Okay, I'm actually only 14 points down right now. So this is
That's-
actually not.
Just go to Ficina. You
Yeah,
can make
that
it
one-
up in Area 6.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna do. My goal in Area 6 is 550. I don't think I can have. I'll have a problem with that.
Okay, so the Wikipedia speedrun aside, we're doing 2K%.
Yes.
And what you just saw was Medio. There's a warp in that stage. It both prevents you from fighting the boss and gives you an extra, probably about 200 points in an ideal score run. I think Adam got total about 200 in there.
Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark.
That right at the start there, you can actually shoot through the base, and enemies will spawn like at the start of the level. You can shoot unlock charge shots at the bottom of the base in order to get some extra points. What are you aiming for here?
Just a 70.
Yeah, which 70 sounds really low, but for this
It's actually
stage,
not.
yeah, for this stage it's not. I have no idea what the record is. Let me look up.
150.
Livy's got a 138, so I want to assume that's pretty close to the record because I can't imagine.
The record's 155.
Yeah, I
55.
can't imagine anybody having the patience to get over 100.
I did.
Wow.
Not gonna lie, I
Judge
did.
So anyways, the stage is very short and very simple. There's not a lot of enemies, and you should kill one of your wingmates. Starwolf will spawn. You know, the
Don't
group
kill
that we
Peppy.
killed in Bulls, they're back somehow.
Kill Falco.
Yeah, Falco's the best.
Hey, can you please?
You're not getting away.
Thank you.
If Falco was getting away that easy,
Whoops, I didn't mean to fire that bomb off.
yeah, ideally, you know, at least one bomb. In a blue line speedrun, which is the stage in which you would come here, you would keep doing U-turns from the start of the level, and you end up really, really high in the stage. You kill Starwolf in 6 seconds.
Yes, not kidding. That is actually legit time. It's actually 6
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Let's take
Not
care of
optimal.
these
I
guys
don't really
first.
care. I don't care about optimization right now.
I love how your PB is. I'm gonna dunk on you a little here.
Yes, you can.
Like I haven't at all already. Your PB is 4 seconds faster than mine. You saved 3.5 minutes on this level over me doing Katina, which is partially a dunk on me because Katina is time equals points. So it just kind of shows that I suck at score. Like
Do you go for the
Katina-
skip?
What?
What?
Do you go for the Katina skip?
No, my
Oh, okay.
PB in Katina has a 7-minute time.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the alternate stage to this is Katina. It's kind of like a massive dogfight, similar to that, except there's a mothership,
And
got
much
4
more
hatches
enemies.
on the underneath, which you can bomb before you're supposed to be able to bomb them. When you kill the 4 hatches, there's a core to the mothership that spawns, and when the core dies, the stage instantly ends. and that's regardless of whether you're in a state where the core is supposed to spawn or not. And it saves about 1.5 minutes over doing the stage normally as fast as you can. Don't go to solar. Thank you.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
It's not really any slower. It's just way less points.
Oh yeah, it's way less points. I am also going to.
There's a
For the
comment here in
reset of the
chat
bomb.
that I kind of want to
Yeah.
point out just because it's weird, but I agree.
Take out that weapon, boy.
It says N64 cartridges had the perfect weight. It's a
Hold on,
strange
let's-
thing to say, but I
Yeah.
genuinely agree.
Let me grab one real quick.
Did you know the Smash 64 cartridge weighs heavier than the other cartridges?
Why?
I don't know.
That's really weird.
Why do you know that?
Perfect
It's
weight for
safety.
what?
Quick, be careful.
It just feels nice. I don't know.
But like, what are you using it for that weight would matter?
No, nothing. I just they're nice to hold. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, I hope it's not the perfect weight for throwing at someone, because that would,
Getting close
like,
to the base.
It's not what I'm implying. I'm
first
just
of
saying
all,
it's
like,
it's
oh my
satisfactory.
God.
miss.
Oh, that's the Wiimote.
It's satisfactory to hold.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't
I'm
know,
holding
putting an
one
NES
right now.
cartridge, putting an NES cartridge in a top loader feels flimsy, but putting an N64 cartridge in, like both the length and the weight feels good. It's like chunk.
I do find, based on my hands, it's about the perfect dimensions.
It's a good size.
It is.
If you
Weight
that's
is
what-
such an odd comment, but
well, yes, but I agree.
I don't
That's why I brought it up.
disagree with. I don't disagree. I think that's more accurate for me.
They're on me. I'm getting
So Sector X. This level, the first half is actually really difficult. As you saw, there were large groups of enemies that he went around shooting. You can get a bunch of hit pluses.
I'll attack from the outside.
That's pretty much all there is to say about that one. The second half of this, there's a branching path. So if you go left, you go into a warp. If you go right, you go this section, which you get a lot more points in this setting. Please don't correct me, because in this setting, in a
What?
score run, it's actually more points
That
to
happens sometimes.
yeah, go the other way. Yeah, these platforms are made of
Like,
something, paper.
something-
I don't know. Things don't go through paper.
Yeah, it
without
just for
breaking
some
it.
reason just doesn't want to cooperate sometimes. It's very strange when it happens. I got extra life.
Yeah. There's a good chunk of this run that boils down to he's going fast and he's trying to shoot things.
I also need to make up a couple points from
Knock it off, boss.
Medio, but I'm probably gonna hit that because this is already at my goal and it's 270. So I'm already above. So we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Minus the
think you were
minor
only
hiccup
missing-
that I did in Medio, which I know Lila will never let me forget for the rest of my life.
What? Oh, the warp
Life?
thing. Okay, yeah. I literally already forgot about it.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. I actually golded Fortuna, by the way. For
Nice.
this fun fact.
The auto scroller stage.
So this is the secret
Can we
weapon.
Let-
walk on? Thank you.
I say like every stage in this game is in an auto scroller, but it's like it's visually appealing. That's
Fun
what I
fact,
like.
if you didn't know, there's actually enemies on the sides here that you can. Oh,
Yeah,
Alright, let's-
usually you'll end up getting an extra 20 points ish.
oh, I didn't get it.
Sorry, 20 points from the boss plus the enemies in the background.
This is slow. It's not like I lost enough time already.
You should have done the
I know.
word
The
I
weak-
can't say
The
on
weakling.
stream.
The
chat.
weakling strat.
Yeah, weakling strat is a better name for it.
Yes, I agree. I should have, but it's okay.
There's a strat on this boss to do it fast, where you can either mash really fast and kill him before he goes into a different cycle. That's what I do. Or if you don't want to try and do that,
Are you proud of me? I did
you
lag
can
reduction.
shoot him like 3 or 4 times, and then he does a faster attack cycle. Saves like 10 seconds.
Adam, skip the cutscene.
Yes, get the cutscene this time.
Get the cutscene.
Miles.
So because he killed that boss before the boss yeeted Slippy into oblivion, He can go back to Macbeth
Woo!
and
But
go
this-
be a train again.
But this time we actually will we'll actually get to send the boss to the fuel center and make it go boom.
Who runs Sector X? I do. And Adam just did.
We only get to see the haboobs in Titania.
Aww,
What?
the sandstorms apparently.
It's a weather phenomenon.
That's what that's called?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I thought it was called the sandstorm like
I thought-
everybody else.
No, I thought I.
Going to attack
Oh,
the
never mind.
enemy
Okay.
base.
All right. Sorry, that was my bad. I had to fix my position. But that's okay.
Hey Adam,
Yes, sir.
you study meteorology, correct?
That was what I did my bachelor's degree in. Yes,
What's your PhD?
in disaster science and management.
Okay, so what's your favorite weather phenomenon?
Grapple.
What is that?
What is
So,
that?
It's basically
not a
like
word.
little. Yes, it is. Graupel. I actually
Oh,
told Dave.
grapple, okay.
I actually taught Dave Coulier, aka Uncle Joey, that word at a show he did at my school. Fun fact. Uncle Joey from Full House.
Full House.
Never seen it. Those were from my
What?
time.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
seen it.
Okay, good.
Yay.
Someone in this room, someone here knows good TV.
Damn.
But yeah, I once said like Dave Coulier was basically saying, oh, there's like white little balls, but they're like bouncing. It wasn't like sleet. And I just yelled, it's called grapple. And he's like, what? You're a kid. How do you spell it? And I couldn't remember how to spell the last two words. He's like, see, you're making it up. And then afterwards, he actually, someone looked it up for him, and he was like, oh. I sent someone who I knew would be with him, of like a description of what it was, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's real. So I taught Dave Coulier about grapple. So basically what it is, it's like, there we go. This is what should have happened.
Yeah, since you're going uphill, if you don't like boost or brake, it keeps you lined up so you're actually facing uphill. And when you shoot a charge shot, it just shoots it directly at the ground. I am surprised you ended up getting as good of a score as you did on Macbeth without that, by the way.
Me too. You're not the only one.
Because you lost like, what, 15?
A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, because you get 3 from each rock, and there's 5 rocks. So I just assumed you got literal 0.
But yeah. So grapple is basically like, it's not sleet, but it's just when the air is just a little warmer, like a little bit above freezing, but then you have like a freezing layer in the atmosphere to where you are, it's long enough for the parcel of air to freeze. Becomes solid. It's like mini hail. Think of that. Think of it that way. Think of it as like mini hail. That's like a better. I honestly don't know how else to describe it other than.
You should spend a year in Calgary and just analyze the weather there. I think that would be fun for you and maybe also torture.
Probably torture because it's freezing cold.
Well, just like the weird phenomenon. Like I moved to where I live now. I'm not going to dox myself, from Calgary in the middle of June, and the day before I moved, it was snowing. So,
This is why you moved.
yep, this is why I moved. No offense, anyone from Calgary.
Oh wow, I'm really ahead actually. My
Like
goal's
in
230.
time or
No,
points?
in points. My goal's 230.
I was gonna say, holy crap, if you're ahead on time.
Yeah, I was.
Because, you know, you missed the warp in Meteor.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. But yeah, so this is a cool little. But yeah, we're actually gonna get the correct ending to Macbeth and not the prolonged ending like I did in
What is it?
Macbeth.
Lala, what's the optimal braking pattern for this?
You do about a quarter. So you see where the 2 legs of the Landmaster are in the lives counter. To where that, to 1 pixel to the right of that light blue line in the right leg of the Landmaster is optimal.
And I remember to shoot the turret
Yeah,
there,
hit
or the
switch number
switches.
5.
I forget to hit switch number 5 so many times. It's not even funny how many times I forget to do it. But
Like you forgot to kill someone?
What? Maybe.
I'm here to rescue you.
Did I get that switch?
That's okay. Falco's here to rescue you.
Okay, now you can switch.
Get out.
Yeah, so this is the best ending in the game and the best cutscene in the game, and like
Got it.
anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
All right, enjoy explosions.
Also, the guy says hit the brakes, but he's actually just hitting the gas because I have no idea how these things aren't slowing the train down.
Right, exactly.
How fast was this thing going?
Apparently it's really fast.
There's only one car. There's not that much momentum left.
Yeah, that's the question for him, not me. So.
Kaboom!
Yeah, we need to see the coefficient of friction in that rail, metal to metal.
Now we're
Shouts to
talking
physics.
my branch of science.
I was gonna say, A-Dub, you're about to go crazy hearing this.
I have my master's in physics.
Yo, I got my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. We in the same
Let's go.
realm.
All I can say is work equals F times D.
Hey, well, technically,
Yay,
if you want to
knows.
be, if you want to be really technical, you should throw a cosine theta in there. But you know, we'll take
Yeah.
F times
Yes.
D.
Yes.
Should be a cosine theta in there.
But you know, generally speaking, it's usually 0. So cosine 0 is 1. So it's all good.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Area 6 is next. The goal here is about 550, which is for me not that bad. My best is actually like a 652 on Area 6. But it's going to require a little bit of work for me. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Enough to make a difference.
Fun fact, that was the longest cutscene in the game at 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Yes, that is also the longest cutscene.
Very long.
Come on, there we go. Okay, so yeah.
So Area 6 is what you would previously traditionally see in score runs. And most people who are probably around like, I don't know, like getting maybe up to 2900 level would go to this stage. Basically from like the floor. So this stage, I believe the record, well, the task I think gets 810, doesn't it?
8, yeah. 8, the task for this is like 8 is ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
basically it is humanly impossible on the task.
I could do it. Anyways.
You mash pretty fast though. Let's be honest here.
I'm not the fastest.
You're faster than
that's
most
here.
of us.
Anyways, this is basically like, if you're doing a score run, this is pretty much the only level where you like use your lasers a lot. There's all of these ships flying every which direction. They shoot like 1 billion of these little missile things, which like normally probably in any other stage wouldn't give you a hit plus, but because they're like, we want to reward them with a bunch of points, they do. Also, fun fact, with those group of 5 missiles, if all of your wingmates are dead in this stage and they died in the previous level, if you let the bottom left missile explode, specifically that one, they will not respawn in Venom. It's like the weirdest trigger I've ever seen in a game. It's so completely arbitrary. But this section's very hard. This is probably the most wait, do I boost or not section of the run.
It is.
What's your goal score here?
550.
That's not bad.
Considering I'm about to get like a 300 checkpoint, I think I'm doing okay.
Man, I think the best check I've ever gotten was like 320 or something like that. You did it while going fast. Almost.
Almost.
Sort of going fast. By the way, and
Not breaking.
I'll plug it again. If you are interested in learning more about score running, or even doing this nice little 2K% that I have kind of botched a little bit, which is okay, go to hit64.net. We have a lot of resources. We have leaderboards there. You'll find the link to Discord. You also find a lot of other neat, nifty resources. Why did I do that? I'm thinking score running too much.
It's just a precaution.
The safety strat.
Yeah, he's being safety man.
Yeah, I'm being a
Cosplaying
little
as-
safe. Yes, I'm being a little safe with my strats here in my movement, but honestly, I don't really need to be. But
It's a marathon setting. You can never be too safe. Unless you go 45 minutes over estimate, in which case you were too safe.
yes.
That was too close.
All right, we are definitely gonna hit that goal score. No problemo whatsoever.
Dump it. Not reset the level.
Also, just remind we have a photosensitivity section
Oh
on the
yeah.
boss.
So
coming up.
this is the
Basically,
boss. I
yeah,
got a
here
600.
until the end of the stage, if you have any kind of photosensitivity, just look away from the screen now and we'll let you know when to look back.
Yeah. It should only happen one time, so.
I would say the whole boss fight.
Oh no, it's like the actual part where it's photosensitive.
No, I would say the whole boss fight.
Yeah, because it does flash.
Oh, yeah.
It force a white flash every
Yeah,
few seconds.
you're right.
Yeah, it's quite often. And like it warps in and out of existence in a really weird fashion.
Oh, I didn't get the
So this boss has 3 energy balls and 3 tentacles. The energy balls you'll have 3 cycles, or 3 versions of, I guess. And the tentacles you'll have 2. So the energy balls are fairly trivial. You will want to save a bomb here, Adam.
Huh?
For Andros.
No, you get. Oh, right, because you can't do the tunnel. Right, gotcha.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah.
3
So
tentacles
the,
and 3
the tentacles are fairly trivial. Typically,
the balls.
if you have, the balls are fairly trivial. The tentacles, they become invulnerable at a certain point when they stop flashing yellow, and you have about, I want to say it's about 4 seconds to shoot as many of them as you can. They're moving randomly, and sometimes they do this, where it's like behind the boss and you can't shoot it at all.
All right, flashing white warning.
Yeah,
now.
this is the particularly bad
This is the part right
photosensitivity
here.
warning.
So just look away for the next like 15 seconds. We'll let you know when you get back. I knew you were gonna do that. I'm so happy you did. All right, you're good. You're clear.
I'd wait.
Okay, a little more.
Destroy all 3 energy balls.
Peppy tells you to destroy it after destroying it twice already.
Yeah. So once he's destroyed the energy
Okay, you're
balls
good.
the 3rd time, he shoots the core and then it's done. I don't think I actually fully explained. Ideally, you would throw a bomb at the energy balls right before the boss respawns and detonate it when the bomb is actually right behind the boss because it goes through him. It destroys the 3 energy balls. Also, that boss was alive. That wasn't a ship. That was a bioweapon.
Yeah, so we are way over. I accidentally
you
got
can look.
600.
Yeah,
you're
you
good
can
to
look again,
now.
by the way.
We're
Yeah.
entering Venom airspace.
Yeah, so I just want to take a few minutes here. Thank
To
you.
kill Starwolf.
That too. But thank you, ADF, for having me on. I can say I definitely had a blast, and I can say my co-commentators probably also had a great time with you, for the sounds of it. This has been cool, and I'm glad I was able to show off the game a little more.
Yeah, no, I was actually jazzed that you reached out because, you know, I try to have, you know, a bunch of different games on, and we hadn't seen Star Fox on the channel in a long while, and, you know, I knew you had expressed back when you were on the first time that you'd love to try it, so it was a, you know, match made in heaven.
Yes, it was quite a match. There we go, okay, yeah. And,
Soft lock!
Soft lock. Soft lock.
Soft lock!
Soft lock. Soft
Don't
lock.
you dare, don't you
Soft
dare.
lock.
The
No,
path
no.
you take into this tunnel is like pseudo-random.
Okay,
It's based
okay.
off of your position.
What's the
and
best
you
one?
can just
What's the best path?
right, left.
Right, left, thank you. I always never could get that right. Okay. But yeah, also thank you, my commentators, Safety, Lilat. Like, you have made this a much more enjoyable experience for me, and I was a nervous wreck going into this. So, yeah, it's been fun. Also, I'd say this, but I actually just came off of having COVID. So that was a fun experience, and I was a little nervous about that coming into this week. Because I was still dealing with some few after effects of it all, but yeah, I'm happy to say I'm feeling much better now.
Yay!
But yeah, no, this has been a really fun time. I will say that.
Lag reduce.
Yep. Also, if you want to see more of the shenanigans, come see my content. I would love to see new faces
Yes.
because I do that.
Twitch.tv/AdamX0315.
That's the place.
Those
if you're
are
on
numbers,
YouTube,
by the way.
It's in the description. If you're on the YouTube
Yes.
video.
Yes. Good call there. You also can find my world record video on YouTube if you'd like to watch that in the 1 hour abbreviated version and not the raw footage when I missed that totally. Okay. Come on, Mandras. Come on, work with me, buddy.
Come on, shoot that cerebellum.
Okay, we're good.
Chris, is he gonna keep his wings?
Yeah, I should.
3, 4.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Fun fact, chat. You can actually outspeed him. He will try to hunt you down, but if you just do this,
If you shoot him in the non-hitbox part of the brain,
He'll teleport.
he will teleport behind you, and you can basically just
U-turn.
yeah, but you don't even have to U-turn. You can
Andros,
just turn to the left or turn to the
please
right.
cooperate here. What are you doing?
It's like
What
it's like
are
Bowser.
you doing?
I'm trying to get a good angle on him, and I can't. Okay, now
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
Wings.
Settle an argument. That symbol for Andros on the minimap, is that a B?
Yes.
Somebody
Or-
told me it wasn't a B.
What could it be? I mean, what else
I
could
have
it be?
a weird, awkwardly shaped yellow block.
I thought it was a B when I was young.
Yeah, it's a B.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Sponge boy me Bob.
Why did you do that?
Because I can, ADF. I can.
You've given him too much power.
Yes, you have.
When is time, by the way?
Will be when I escape the tunnel. That will be time.
It's about a minute, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be less than a minute.
If he doesn't get deked by daddy.
James, please don't juke me right now.
Don't ever give up, my son.
It's really unsettling every time you do that.
Father?
I will stop then.
If you know where the meme of "Hello, Papa" is from, we'll be good friends. It's well, how to beat Speedrun, Star Fox 64, an abbreviated version of the storyline. It's really funny to watch actually as someone who plays the game. Yeah, let me get through the tunnel here. Without dying. Even though I don't have any wings, so that would be a little challenging.
So Lila,
Not
the length of each individual segment is also random, correct?
Never give up.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Holy, almost juked me. I saw
Probably
that.
should know this. But yeah, Dad likes to juke you around a lot here. That
All right, time is coming up shortly.
You've become so strong, Fox.
You're still in
And
debt,
time.
Fox.
GG.
I have a 4004 on my watch.
congrats.
Woo! Okay, yeah, that was unexpected. I'm glad we were able to show that off. That was fun. You don't get to do that normally, so.
I'd like to congratulate and thank Adam for this wonderful showing. I'd like to thank Safety Man and Lilat R, of course, for joining us as well. Twitch.tv/safety_man, Twitch.tv/Lilat R. Adam, any last second things before I close this out here?
This was really fun, and I'm so glad I was able to do it. Again, thank you both for Lilat Safety for being on here, being my commentators. Thank you, Hit64 community, for supporting me in all of this, of my adventures from starting out through getting world record. And yeah, Ada, thank you so much, and the rest of GDQ staff and tech, especially the tech behind the scenes. Tech is awesome and super killer for the run, and they are always do an amazing job. But yeah, thanks again for having me, everyone, and hopefully I come back again and do something different. Maybe we'll see.
Excellent. Well, gamers, and I guess Lilat, Safety Man. Any last thoughts?
Thanks. Drink water. Stay tuned.
There you go. Safety Man.
I got to get the phone, but thanks everyone for having me.
Oh, okay.
I'm dead. Okay. Excellent.
Wow,
This has
great.
been Challenger Approaching. I'll give some last-minute announcements here. Give me 2 seconds. We have a highlights YouTube channel. You can look up GDQ Some of Best Segments on YouTube, and then youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick for VOD content. And I'm dying at the phone bit. That is so funny. Unapologetically Black and Fast is this weekend, so tune in tomorrow and Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for a new speedrunning marathon from GDQs. Be sure to check that out, or speedrunning event. And there is more hotfix coming up right after this. Legally Cute with Cutie Roo. Be sure to check that out. It's a show all about cozy and cute speedruns. So don't miss it. It's starting in just a few minutes. We're gonna go to a quick break, and then we will have more hotfix, more gaming, and more excellent GDQ content. I have been Adef. You can find me at twitch.tv/Adef as always.
Don't follow your host.
Okay, well, you don't have to do that. But I will see everybody again on Sunday next Sunday for PB Precipice. But stay safe. Please get vaccinated and boosted if you are healthy and able. And trust scientists. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.